Thank you so much for joining Chinese University's online open day presented to you by China Admissions and supported by Welsi as our supporting partner. And then this is the agenda for today's online open day. There will be about 15 universities joining today's session. And I would like to introduce you more about China Admissions because maybe not every one of you will be familiar with it. So I'll introduce myself again. My name is Nadia and I work for China Admissions. But what is China Admissions exactly? So China Admissions is an award-winning platform for international students to apply to Chinese universities. And we partner with over 100 of top Chinese universities, and we have over 100,000 of registered students on our platform. And then our company has also won several awards in the past few years. For example, the 2019 Foreign Entrepreneur Study in China, the Holland IQ China EdTech 100, and also the Chaoyang Phoenix Grant in 2019 and also in 2020. And then a little bit about our team. So our team is a multicultural team from various backgrounds and also various countries. So for example, I myself is not from China, so I am originally from Indonesia. And then I got a lot of colleagues coming from different parts of the world. For example, they're from China, from Mongolia, from Rwanda, from United Kingdom, and other countries. So we are really a multicultural team, and we work with different people from different countries as well. But our office is based in Beijing, China. So here are some of our partner universities, and some of our partners universities are joining today's event. For example, Beijing Institute of Technology, BFSU, Zhejiang University of Technology, and then Zhejiang International Business School, and then BIMBA at Peking University, BLCU, UNNC, University of Nottingham, Ningpo, China, Xi'an Xiaotong, Liverpool University, and many others. So we've partnered with over 100 of top Chinese universities in China. And the event format for today is basically each university will give you a 12 minutes presentation, and then there will be a live Q&A. So again, as I mentioned before, you can ask your questions on the Q&A bar over there. And please mention the university name, because there will be multiple universities joining. So it will be a bit confusing if you don't mention the university name. And then later on during their presentation, the university will give a 12-minute presentations about the admission process, about their programs, about scholarship opportunities and all. And after that, they will find the time to answer your questions. And then lastly, we will let you know how to apply to Chinese universities on China Admissions. My colleague will also guide you through the Q&A session. So if you ask the questions on the chat bar, he will let you know so you can ask the questions on the Q&A bars. Because if you ask the questions not on the Q&A section, right, your questions may not be answered by the university. So these are the universities that are joining today's event. So the first one is Cheung Kong Graduate School of Business. We got Shanghai Chiao-Tung, Peking University, Xi'an Chiao-Tung, Liverpool Universities, and then University of Nottingham, Ningpo, China, Jiangsu University, and many others. So basically, there are about 15 universities that will be joining today's session. So here is the agenda for today's session. So the first one will be started by Cheung Kong Graduate School of Business. So they will start the presentation at 4:05 p.m. sharp. And then for 12 minutes, they'll give the presentation and also cover some of your questions. And afterwards, the presentation will be followed by Shanghai Chiao-Tung online EBA program. And lastly, for the next one on the MBA EBA category will be covered by BIMBA program at Peking University. And after that, we will move to the comprehensive universities, or the universities which are offering a bachelor, master, PhD program in multiple majors. So it will start in around 4:44 p.m. with Xi'an Xiaotong, Liverpool, and followed by other universities. So yeah, we will wait for Cheung Kong Graduate School of Business, CKGSB. It is located in Beijing, and they basically offer a high quality MBA and EMBA programs in Beijing. So they will give the presentation soon in about 1 minute. So let's wait for it. So let's wait up for them. Don't forget, if you have any questions, please do ask on the Q&A section and do not ask on the chat, on the Zoom webinar chat. Otherwise, it will not be answered. Hi, Susie.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Nadia. Hi.
It's nice to see you here. So yeah, I'll give the time and place for your presentation.
Thank you. Thank you, Nadia. Hello, everyone. Before I start my presentation, I just want to introduce myself a little bit. My name is Susie Jian. I'm from CKGSB MBA program. I'm the admissions manager of the MBA program. It was great to meet you here. I found there are more than 200 participants in this online webinar. I think this is a really special experience. And if you have any questions to me, please feel free to use the chat room at CKGSB or at me to ask questions. And I think the time is really limited, so I will start my presentation as soon as possible. Let me share my screen first. All right, so CKGSB is short for Hong Kong Graduate School of Business, Changjiang Shangxueyuan in Chinese. So we are one of the top business schools in China. We founded in 2002 with the support of Li Ka-shing Foundation. Mr. Li Ka-shing is also one of the China's most famous business school and most of China's successful businessman. So he founded our CKGSB in 2002, and we are the China's first independent and faculty-governed and non-profit business school. We have campuses in Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen, Hong Kong, New York, and London. But the MBA program is located in Beijing. And this is, sorry, let me see. Okay, this is the quick facts of the MBA program. The MBA program in CKGSB is a full-time 14 months program. And in the next year, we also will have the start the part-time program. It's also in Beijing. It's a 2-year program. And the 14 months full-time program is taught in English, and we got ACQUIS accredited, and we're based in Beijing. And we founded the MBA program in 2003. So till now, we have 17 years history. Well, so as you could compare that CKGSB is a very young and innovative business school, but only the 17 years history makes us become very famous and one of the top business schools in China. We have our uniqueness and our highlights. So later I will tell you what makes us successful and be famous in China. Firstly, we have the world-class faculty. In CKGSB, we have more than 40 full-time professors. All of them graduate in the top universities in US or Europe or in Asia. In the below, you may find our professors our professor got their PhD in Harvard University, Columbia, Stanford, Chicago, Yale, or Princeton, and half of them got tenured professor in the top business schools in US. And in total, we have 70 plus global academic awards from our faculty. Here some list of our professors. You may find the first one, Professor Cao. He previously taught in UC Berkeley, and then he come to join in CKGSB. And also we have professors used to teach in Stanford, in KUST, in Yale, in Carnegie Mellon. And you may find the uniqueness of CKGSB's professors. 90% of them are Chinese. So they born in China and they speak good Chinese, and then they went to US, the top universities to get their PhD and teaching there. But the professors coming to CKGSB not only teach MBA program in English. They also teach the EMBA or CEO of DBA, the very top business leaders in China, in Chinese in the class. So during their teachings, they also got very practical ideas about how China business is working. So we also have our own independent case studies, more than 400 of the case studies of China business. And another uniqueness of CKGSB is our unsurpassed alumni network. Jack Ma is one of our alumni. He joined the CEO program of CKGSB. And also not only Jack Ma, there are a lot of successful businessmen in China joined in CKGSB. Until this year, we have 15,000 alumni in our school, and more than half of them are at the chairman or CEO level in China's company. And 35 unicorns were created at CKGSB in the last 5 years. So we not only attract a lot of successful businessmen, also attract a lot of potential young talents joined in our school. And after they graduate or during their studies, they create their own company and becomes very famous as well in China. And for the MBA program, for the MBA students, the best way for them to meet those successful business leaders, those alumni in CKGSB, is from our mentorship program. The mentors are sourced from CKGSB's DBA, EMBA, and CEO programs, and also from our recruiting partners. And the average ratio between mentors and students are 1:2. So students will have really fruitful interactions with our mentors. Here is some list. You may from the list of our mentors, former mentors who used to mentor our CKGSB MBA students. You may find the level of them is really high. For example, the VP of Qualcomm, the Tencent, the co-founder of Tencent, the CEO of Sogo, the VP of Microsoft, the partner of Goldman Sachs, and the VP of Caterpillar. So the mentors level is really high, and our students will have great opportunity to have great interaction with those levels mentors. And our students will also have a very global learning platform. This is a class profile. Every year we recruit 50 students globally, and 30% of them are international students. And we require GMAT. The average GMAT is 680, and the average age in the class is 30, around 30. And students will have 5 to 6 working experience and then join in our school to study MBA. During the studies in this MBA program, students will also have great opportunity to have the exchange for 3 to 4 months to our partner universities. We have partner universities in US, in Asia, and in Europe. Here you may find the list here, and you will also find detailed information on our website. And about the curriculum, the 14-month study is a really intensive study. So our students will have business fundamentals, the China and Asia learning in-depth, and the overseas module to US or Europe or Israel for 2 to 3 weeks. And the practical learning, students will have the consulting project with our alumni company, and also the advanced learning experience. And during the whole curriculum, we also co-curriculum the in-class incubator. You may find it here. The in-class incubator program is the new program to our MBA students. Students will have the great business plan presentations and will have students to foster the innovative mindset and entrepreneurial spirit from this in-class incubator. And about how to apply, our requirement is you need to have a bachelor degree, and you need to have at least 2 years full-time working experience, and you need to take GMAT. The minimum requirements of the GMAT is 600, and also because of the program is taught English, so you need to be fluent in English. And application is round-based, so if you want to apply for this year's program, there's still 2 rounds left. And the application process, that you need to do the online application, and then we will give you interview. If you pass interview, we will give you a conditional offer. Then you could choose to take GMAT or our own entrance exam. And then you will get final enrollment if you fulfill all the requirements. And also because we founded by the very successful businessman Li Ka-shing's foundation, so we have a great support by this foundation, and so we have abundant scholarships provided to our students. Some of them are full scholarship as well. So if you are really outstanding, we encourage you to apply for the scholarship, and it will have a great opportunity to help you to support your studies in Beijing. And that's so much for my presentation. Here, my contact information, the telephone number, the email address, and also if you have WeChat, you could also scan the WeChat account. And later, if you want to have any questions to me, just leave your message in the chat room or contact the China Admissions Committee. That's all of my presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Susie, for your presentation. Really helpful, guys. So don't forget, if you have any questions, you can just leave a message to Susie directly. Thank you so much for your time, Susie. So next up, after CKGSB, the next university that will be joining us will be Shanghai Chiao Tung University.
Yeah, so today I want to introduce the Global Eligibility Business Administration course. So this is by Shanghai Jiao Tong University Continuing Education. Okay, Shanghai Jiao Tong University, top 3 out of, not top 4, I think, top 4 out of 2,000 universities in China. And QS is QS ranking number 47 now. Yes, yeah, you can see here, you know, yeah. The latest one, yeah. Okay, so then we are just the one in China, and Global Eligibility Business Administration. Actually, we started last year, and we have people from more than 35 countries, and the topic will be more than 100 topics. Okay, once you enrolled for the program, and join SJU alumni platform, you know, attend the networking events, yeah. Networking events, yeah. Okay, so and if you join EBA program, you are going to get a legal and business advice from EBA program experts. You know, most of them have more than 10 years or 20 years working experience in China, and most of them are foreigners. Yeah. Okay, assistance from Shanghai Jiao Tong University EBA platform for your business, and scholarship available only 5,800 RMB. Okay, so you can contact China Admissions, you know, to get my contact information, you know, course information. Okay. Yes, the Shanghai Jiao Tong University EBA program is designed based on 5 modules, 5 dimensions. Okay, macroeconomic, integrated management, marketing and sales, financial and venture capital investment, leadership and personal improvements. Yeah. Okay, so this is the modules. Okay, so participants can take all the modules. Okay, so we have more than 30 modules, I think already. Yeah. So sorry, 30 topics. Yeah. We're gonna start the new cohorts. Actually, we just started today, but people can still join because we still have some seats left. Yeah. So I'm going to tell you the details in a minute. Okay. So now then the June and July normally we don't have a course, but in the future we will have the course. Yeah, because the coronavirus period, people can't moving out of China, and most of the foreigners, they are staying in China. So we are going to start, continue the course. Okay, so as you can see today, we have the session. Okay, China Green Global Visions Strategy, Success of China Phones Abroad. By Gabo Hodge, very experienced lecturer, who is staying with us for more than 14 years. Yeah. Okay, so yes. Six cohorts. Okay, so we'll be on 13th June. It will be today. Yeah. As I said, people can still join this cohort, or you can join next cohort in July. Every month we're going to have the cohort. We'll have new course. Okay, so this is of China University Fako campus, China campus. Okay. Yeah. So sorry, I have to go really fast because I don't have. I think we don't have enough time, for my small speech. Okay. So the EBA course, so this is the happy class, yeah, of the EBA course, yeah. Okay, EBA course. As you can see, people from 35 countries, okay, people, it's a physical class, and we are going to have some courses on campus, yeah, very soon. Of course, we're going to do a course on campus, online, lively. And we are also going to do the recording. Okay, we're going to send you the recordings if you can't take the course. Yeah. Okay, here's the very interesting group. So this is actually second group. This is third group. Okay, in the gate, we have the graduation ceremony. Everybody gets the certificate. You can see people from various countries. Yeah. So this is the this is our director. Ma Te. Yeah. This is one lecturer, Lorenzo, who has been more than 200 countries. He has, and also he wrote more than 20 books about the taxation, about many things. Yeah. Okay, so Ma Te is the director of Shanghai University Continuing Education Advanced Management Training Center. And last year the revenue actually is 11 million. Yeah. Yeah. So this year, we want to reach about 20 million. But the problem is that the coronavirus, we stopped the training. Yeah. But the EBA program, hasn't been stopped because we are international course. So people from various countries, so we can do it online. Yeah. Anyway, so the key value of the Shanghai University EBA program is connecting and sharing. We connect you and our participants. We connect you and our lecturers. They're going to help you with your business and career. Everybody share experience with each other. The course is very practical instead of a lot of theories. Theories. They have enough theories actually. Yeah, the participants. I mean. Okay. So the key value, another key value is solutions. So we always give solutions for you. So instead of theories, we give solutions for you. Okay. So these are key lectures. Gabo Hodge and Lorenzo Riccardi, Alan Wang, and Yuan Wade. Yeah. Alan Wang is a very is famous, very famous journalist from Bloomberg. Yeah, the most powerful media in the world. And Lorenzo Riccardi and Gabo Hodge, also have many years of experience working and living in China. Okay, so here's our class again. Okay, so you can scan this my WeChat, to get information, get more information, and also you can contact China Admissions, yeah, about more course and information. Yeah. Okay, here's the certificate. Okay, actually, yeah, people are going to get a certificate after graduation. Yeah. As you can see, by studying Shanghai University EBA program, people will get a lot of very good study environment, experienced lectures, professional advice from lectures, and Shanghai University. Shanghai University alumni and Shanghai University get Shanghai University certificates. And here's the alumni system. Yeah, we're going to build. Actually, already did. Yeah. As you can see, people from more than 35 countries. Actually, people are from more than 50 countries. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the first alumni committee. Yeah. Yes, a graduation photo again. Okay, so as you can see, people from okay, so this is This is the our participants. Okay, so we have the participants from various countries. You can see from many countries. Okay, so it's cohort 1, cohort 2, and people from various companies, different industries, and people who are CEOs, CFOs, managers, general managers, directors, and people from embassy. Actually 10% of the lecture, participants are from 10% of no 20% of our participants are CEO, CFO, CEOs, the top management, and 70% is middle management, like directors, business owners, and middle management, managers, general managers, and 10% is the senior ones and junior ones, and some people from the embassy and embassy from chambers, Okay, so you can see we have a lot of powerful people. We have people, sales director, from Airbus. He's French. Actually, he's based in Singapore. And we have some people from where? Let me see. JCD China. Group. And then we have people from the bank. People from Bosch. People from Constantin. Yes. Wash. She's a marketing specialist. Actually, worldwide. No, not marketing. It's constant. Oh, Singapore. Has head of marketing. She's head of marketing. In Constantin Watch. Okay. Oh yes, this is today's topic. Actually, this is today's topic. But we're going to have a next week topic. I'm going to show you next week topic. Here it is. Okay, so yes, this is the next week we're going to have preparing for foreign business, for the next 10 years in the commercial legal.
Thank you, China Admission, for having me here. I'd like to give a brief introduction for myself. I'm from National School of Peking University. So I noticed that some of you have asked some questions regarding the application for Peking University other programs, but I have to say that I'm from the National School of Development. So I'm responsible for the 2 international MBA programs recruitment in our school. So I will answer those questions later, focusing on these 2 programs. First, I'd like to give a brief introduction for for our school. Actually, the National School of Development is a comprehensive college that offers a multidisciplinary environment for teaching and research in economics, management science, and public policy. In its predecessor, the CCER, the China Center for Economic Research, was established in 1994 by Professor Just If Lin and other 6 overseas trained economists who come back China, and they have the common target that to understand China and to do research of the China economy best. So following the expansion of the teaching and the research, CCER was renamed NSD, the National School of Development, in 2008. Okay, actually the National School of Development is a leading institution that combines teaching, research, and policy advising. So, and also we are a think tank actually for the central government of China. So in our teaching, you will find that we have the full systematic programs that in business field and also economic fields. So we operated 2 international MBA program with overseas partners, one from University College London in UK and the other one from the Blackrock Business School in Belgium. And we also have 2 master programs embedded in these 2 MBA programs. So that means you can finish your MBA program together with the master programs. We have our EMBA as well in the business fields. So since 2016, there is another additional school that we operated under NSD. It's the same frame form of NSD is ISCAT, which means the Institute of South-South Cooperation and Development. This is a program initiated by President Xi Jinping and to recruit those senior government officers from developing countries and the Belt and Road countries to study the China's experience in the past 40 years. And under the National School of Development framework, there are 14 research centers which provide the public policies, consultancies for the central government of China. And we also rank the top 2 in all the think tanks around China in recent years. So if asked, what's the differences between our business school and the others business school, that means we are a business school in the think tank. So our founder is that Professor Just If Lin, the he hoped that our program will train our students micro visions and to help those companies to solve the detailed issues in their daily operations. So just 4 years after the predecessor CCER of our school founded, that we have worked together with American University to establish the first international MBA programs in Beijing. And since 2008, we worked together with Vlarik Business School from Belgium and to launch an MBA program focusing on the general management. And I have to say that Vlarik is also a triple accreditation business school from the accreditation from EMBA, ACSB, and EQUIS. Since 2016, we worked together with one of the G5 university in UK, University College London, to launch a disruptive MBA programs for the future business leaders at this program. So currently we have 2 international MBA programs and to recruit globally. And in the past 25 years, we have received many accreditation we have received many received the values from the many third parties like the Forbes China and QS Top MBAs and Fortune China's, which have ranked our MBA programs top 2 in mainland China. And also, but I still prefer the Bloomberg Business Week, which gave us a cover story report that with the title MBA with a Heart. So I'd like to give a brief introduction for our 2 international partners. One is Vlarik Business School, and it is a triple accreditation business school, as I mentioned previously. And it is established in 1953, founded by Ghent University and Leuven, KU Leuven, which are the 2 of the most oldest universities in Europe. So in 1968, Vlarik Business School launched its first MBA program. So it has more than 50 years of MBA programs operating experience. So you could research that from the QS Global MBA rankings or Financial Times MBA rankings in all the European business schools, ranked around 20. All the students who have been enrolled in these programs will finally receive the degree issued from Vlarik Business School. So it will be the same, exactly the degree as issued in Europe. So you come to study in China and find you can receive the degree issued from Vlarik Business School, and the same as the issued in their home campus. So, but meanwhile, you will be the alumni of both Peking University and the Vlarik Business School. And Vlarik Business School and Peking University MBA programs featuring core courses of 13 core courses. It covers 6 areas. You can read from my slides. And the most strength is that we offer 27 electives and to help our part-time students to personalize their study experience their second year. So it's quite suitable for the students or the professionals who currently now work in China, because we only offer the part-time programs in this class module. And you will also select from the 1 elective courses in Silicon Valley, and also a management integration project to transfer the knowledge that you learn in class and to the real business world. So another partner that is University College London. I think you're more familiar with that. And UCL that actually founded in 1826. Older than Peking University actually. And it is also the first university in England to welcome students of any religion and the first to welcome women on equal terms with men. And also it ranked number 1 in UK for its research strength in research excellence framework, that's the REF rankings number 1 in UK. And also it is one of the G5 universities that represents the best research capability and the teaching capability in UK. So it's ranked number 8 in the 2020 QS World Universities. So there are 29 Nobel Prize laureates in UCL history. All the students enrolled in this MBA program that will be finally receive the degree issued from UCL, exactly the same one issued in London campus. And also Peking University will give you the certification to certify these programs taught in Peking University. And you will receive the alumni card from both Peking University and UCL. So it will help you to build worldwide networking, alumni networking around 500,000 alumni groups. So As I mentioned before, that UCL and PKU MBA program featuring those very forward-looking subjects. So it covers the 7 key models, covers the mainly business subjects, but also in our elective courses, we will cover the new trends in innovation, entrepreneurship in Europe, China, and the global context. But also there will be some elective courses for the emerging business technologies, big data, and analytical thinking for the business professionals in future. So you will choose 3 weeks to study in UK, in London, that for the innovation and the entrepreneurship module there. And also you can do your business research project as your final report to have a company that to solve a real business. So we offer full-time and part-time programs for PKU and UCL MBA programs. So you can finish the full-time classes only in 16 months. That will save you the time and minimize the risk that you leave the job market. So that means you will go back to the job market as soon as possible within 16 months. And what is more competitive is that our core courses can be finished within 8 months. That means from September you enrolled in this year to May next year, you can finish your core courses. And then you can choose to have your elective in London for the innovation and entrepreneurship module, or you can just choose to do your internship in Beijing. And some of our full-time students that can even do 2 internships terms during their study in our full-time class cohort. And also together with a personalized career development plan and one-on-one mentor programs will help you to do the career transfer in your MBA study. So there are 2 master programs embedded in our MBA programs. If you are interested in the global finance or the real estate management, you will choose from our master programs that can save you the time. For example, if you choose the global finance master, you can just do 3 weeks of study in our partner university in New York, in Fordham University. Then you just come back China and to finish the other elective courses here in China, then you can get another degrees with very minimum tuition cost compared with you study in US. Okay, so what I want to mention is that our core values is in our program is effective from National School of Development. Actually, they are the best of the best economists in China. And you will also meet those professors from the management subjects, from the leadership subjects, from the China economics, and also from the strategy, big data, marketing, and also China traditional leadership and also innovation lectures. You will meet those professors from National School of Development in Peking University. But also, as a real international MBA program, you will meet 50% of the professors. They are coming from our partner university overseas. They will come from Valeric Business School and the University College London Management School. They will fly to Beijing and accompany our students here and to finish this MBA program here in Beijing. So we are helping our students to establish a community of excellence. In our programs, you will not only meet the MBA students, EMBA students in the business field, but also you will meet those researchers from in the master and PhD of economics field. And also you will meet the senior government officers from ISCAD government ISCAD school, and you will meet those senior government officers from developing countries and also Belt and Road countries, and you will be classmates with them. So in addition to that, we have CHO 100 programs, which we trained those 100 chief HR officers from top 100 companies and in China. And after the training, they will become the mentors for our MBA students and to help our MBA students to do the career transfer after their study. So we can have a snapshot for our MBA students and to see that what types of students or what type of young guys that you will study with in the following 2 years. So for our full-time students, they are young and they are energetic. So they are coming here and to challenge themselves and to find the ways in their future. The average working experience 5.5 years and their average age is around 30 years old. 20% of them, they are international students, but 70% of them, they have overseas academic background. That means they got their first or second degree studied in the overseas famous universities. So nearly 1/4 of them have already received their master degrees before entering our MBA programs. So for the UCL part-time MBA students, that the average working experience is much senior. It's about 8 years in average, and 32 years old in average. 1/3 of them have overseas academic background, and 40% of them has already got their master or PhD degrees before they enter in our MBA programs, actually. The industry is much more diversified compared with full-time because they from mostly from the local, each local China industry. So if you are overseas students, you come to study in China in our full-time programs, you will work together with our part-time student in the 3rd semester for your elective courses. So you will have more chance and more opportunities to mingle with those part-time students in our MBA program and to understand China economic much better. And for the Valeric MBA programs is quite similar as our UCL part-time MBA students, but they are more senior and their average working experience is 11 years and their average age is 35 years old. 20% of them have overseas academic backgrounds and 1/3 of them have received the master or PhD degrees before they enter our MBA program. Industry allocation is quite similar as our UCL MBA program. It's also very diversified. As I mentioned, that we have designed a very systematic career development planning for our full-time MBA students. So in each term, you will have very diversified career development events. So to know about yourself, train and touch the market, and do reflection and career job matchings in the last terms. So we will also accompany our full-time MBA students with one-on-one career consulting services and also one-on-one career mentor programs to help them the growth in their job market. So here is a description and analysis about our career mentors. So 70% of them actually, they hold a position of VP and above. So they from those leading companies in globally, and also they covered most of the industry that our MBA program, our MBA student target at. So of all of our MBA students can choose a mentor during their MBA study and to help them to polish their skills in the future career planning. So we maintain a very great relationship with all those leading companies in China and globally. And those are those companies selection that our MBA students goes to in the past years. And finally, I'd like to share some requirement application rounds for this year. Still, we are recruiting the 2024 in the fall semester entry enrollment. So you can submit all the documents in our website, official website, and if you pass our evaluation, we will invite you for the campus test. Okay, you will have a very similar information from our school website, and we still have a round 4 and the last round for your application, and the tuition fee is $53,000 US. Okay. I know that you have asked a lot of questions for the scholarship. So we provide many scholarship opportunities. For the full-time, we can even cover 70% of our full-time students from 65,000 RMB to full scholarship opportunities. So I encourage you to apply. Yes, that's mainly about our introduction of the programs. So if you have any questions later, you can keep contact with us from the our website and email. Thank you. Thank you, Nadia.
Thank you so much for your time. Now it's time for the next university, which is Sian Chotong Liverpool University. Hi, Shida.
Okay.
Yeah, you can start now.
Hello, hi, Nadia. Just give me a second. Can you see my screen, please?
Yeah, sure. It's there perfectly.
Okay, great.
Thanks, Shida. Yeah, so you have 12 minutes to do your time to use the time for the presentation. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Nadia, and thank you very much for all the audience to attend today the online session organized by China Admissions. Because of the time, I'm going to go relatively quickly during the whole presentation. So please feel free to take photos, take pictures if you want. If the slide has too much detail to read, in such a short period of time. Okay, who we are ex-JTLU, we are Xi'an Jiaotong Liverpool University, which is a joint venture between the University of Liverpool from the UK and Xi'an Jiaotong University. University of Liverpool, of course, everyone knows about it. It's a red brick university, it's very good, and it's a member of the Russell Group. And the Xi'an Jiaotong is a C9 League Chinese university. It's one of the, it is considered as one of the best universities in China. And at the moment, we are now the biggest international collaborative university in China. And we have around 17,000 students from over 90 different countries of 6 continents. For this intake, for 2019 September intake, we got over 600 international students. And again, as of right now, we have over 900 academic staff from over 50 different nations, and 60% of them are foreign passport holders. And we have quite a lot of partners spread across the whole globe. Australia, in Canada, in Belgium, etc. Russia, Finland, UK, USA. We are not in the city of Xi'an, but we are in Suzhou, which is again close to Shanghai. If you take a high-speed train, it only takes you around 25 minutes. And there you can see the rough kilometers, distance in kilometers between Suzhou, Shanghai, Beijing, Xi'an, and Hong Kong. Okay, Suzhou is a top 7 city in China. It's the 7th biggest city in terms of GDP, and its economic scale is roughly equal to the GDP, the size of Ireland or Austria. And it's got 11 million population at the moment, roughly, a rough number. And why choose ex-JTLU? We offer double degree programs for all bachelor students. I repeat again, for all bachelor students, you will get 2 degrees after graduation. One from the University of Liverpool from the UK, and a second one from Xi'an Jiaotong Liverpool University from us. And for all postgraduate students, like masters and the PhD students, you only get 1 degree, but that degree is from the University of Liverpool, UK. And all degree programs are taught 100% in English, so we don't teach Chinese degree programs, but we do have Chinese language short courses in summer, in spring, in autumn. I will talk about it later. And for all degree students who are enrolled officially at ex-JTLU, you can learn free of charge Chinese language along your program. It's free, and we offer 2+2 study route, which means that for bachelor students, you can do first 2 years in Suzhou at our ex-JTLU campus. Then you can go to the University of Liverpool in the UK to finish your year 3 and year 4. For these students who choose to do 2+2, you also get 2 degrees. Okay, no matter you do 4 years in Suzhou or you choose to do 2+2, you always get 2 degrees, one from Liverpool, the University of Liverpool, UK, and one from ex-JTLU. And of course, for those students who don't choose to do 2+2, in year 3, you've got to study abroad opportunities in our partner universities, again, in the world. Here are some example names of the countries we have partner. Okay, here are some career prospects, some key numbers to share with you. Among 2019 graduates, there's a number including bachelor's graduates and the postgraduate graduates. So we got above 86% plan to continue their studies in world-famous universities for either for masters and a PhD. And around 33% entering world top 10 universities. That's by 2020 QS ranking, and above 77% entering world top 100 universities. Again, that's by QS ranking 2020. And about 15% of these graduates, 2019 graduates, they start working directly in Fortune 500 companies. Some example names like Bosch, Uber, Amazon, China Telecom, KPMG, you know, the big four, the accounting big four in accounting field. Here are the study pathways, degree programs we offer at undergraduate level. You can take a screenshot or take a photo. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to read it all the way through for you. But again, on the bottom of every slide, you will find an email, and website web link. So again, feel free to take a photo. After this presentation, you can click the link, go to our website to check out for more detailed information. Here is the full list of our master's programs. FT means full-time and the PT means part-time. Okay, so not all master programs we offer full-time, unfortunately, but some we do offer for part-time. Okay, apart from degree programs, we also have summer short courses and also autumn short courses. This summer, because of the virus COVID-19, so we started to launch these 2-week online Chinese course. It starts from 27th July to 7th August to 2020. Again, you can check the details on the website. See the bottom, the website link. For this course, we only offer 2 levels of Chinese language background: beginner, absolute beginner, and elementary. And the Chinese language semester course. This is Chinese language autumn course, which starts from 8 September to 15th January 2021. For this course, we offer all levels of Chinese language, which is different to the previous one. We offer from beginner to all the way through to advanced. And here the tuition fee, application deadline, and the various discounts offered available for applicants. And for more details, you can check our university website. Sorry, I don't really have the time to go in detail. And some example pictures of the campus. Okay, the library. Here is the North Campus, the science buildings in front of you. And here again, the North Campus, that's the traditional Chinese stone statue. And here is the tunnel links the North and the South Campus. Here is inside the library. As an overview again from the engineering building to the central building, which looks like a cube. Teaching facilities, sports, restaurants, accommodation. Here is a very brief but overview slide information page for you to get to have an idea of how the accommodation looks like and how it charges. How it charges and what is the distance, or rough distance, and if the bathroom is included or not. Again, you can take a picture, or you can click the web link at the bottom of the slide to check on our website a bit later after presentation. Okay, this is the core part of the presentation, and this is where normally most questions come from about admissions and the fees. Entry requirement. For bachelor students, we offer entry into year 2 or direct entry into, entry into year 1 or direct entry into year 2. For students who want to start from year 1, you need to have minimum average B in relevant subjects. I know this is this is very general sentence about the admissions. So after this presentation, at the end of this presentation, I will give you an email, or you can also contact China Admissions for more details about what is the exact entry criteria for your country. For students who want to start from year 2 directly, okay, this is possible if you are following A-level or IB or the American system AP SAT. If you're meeting, for example, BBB, 3 subjects, BBB in A-level, you can be considered, you can be accepted directly onto year 2. That's for academic part. For English language part, entry into year 1, we need IELTS minimum 5.0, the more the merrier, or entry into year 2, IELTS 6.5 or TOEFL 90 for year 2. Entry requirement for masters. Again, that's a very general sentence about the entry requirement for masters. We need a UK upper second class or equivalent. Equivalent means it's case by case. So if students, for example, comes from Russia or comes from Kazakhstan or comes from Japan or comes from the USA, you can send it, you can submit your application online. Then our admissions team will check your documents and we will let you know. The university has a very detailed database of different entry criteria for specific country in the world. So you don't need to worry about how it means this sentence. Just feel free to do the application online, send us the documents, and we will let you know in about 2 weeks after submission the result of whether it's a conditional offer or unconditional offer. For this slide, one point, which is quite important, if you miss the IELTS band, for example, for 0.5 or 1.0 below, let me take an example. Accounting in masters, we need 6.5 in IELTS minimum. If you only got IELTS, for example, 6, which means you've got 0.5 band below the entry requirement, you can still be accepted if your academic part is good. But in that case, you need to do English pre-sessional course in summer. It means that you will need to come a bit earlier in summer to do this English pre-sessional course. Then if you pass it, you can start your degree, master's degree, right after the summer pre-sessional course. And how do you apply the application procedure? It is online, it's free of charge. Okay, it's quite easy. Go to the university website, find a program, and on every program webpage, on the top right corner, there is an apply button. You only need to click that apply button. Then the webpage will direct you to another webpage. And on that new page, you need to register for an account, and then you can start application right away. The application deadline for this September 2020 intake is 15th July 2020. Okay, 15th July 2020. About tuition fees, it's always 88,000 Chinese yuan per academic year for bachelors. For masters, you need to check on university website because it varies from program to program.
Hi Shida, thank you so much for your time, but unfortunately the time is up. So maybe the students can just screenshot the scholarship page. I'm really sorry to cut your presentation because we have another university coming up. So those of you who have questions, you can contact Shida at the email address over there. Thanks so much, Shida, for your time.
Thank you. Thank you, Nadia.
Thank you. Sorry.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So next up, we'll be having Zhejiang University of International Business School with Dasol Kim that will be joining us shortly. Hi Dasol, thanks for joining today's sessions. And you can just directly share your screen and start the presentation.
Okay, sure. Hi Nadia, can you see the screen?
Yeah, it's over there. Perfect.
Okay, great. Hello everyone, welcome to Zhejiang University International Business School information session. And my name is Dasol Kim from admissions team. I'm here to introduce you our business school degree programs, admissions process, and campus life. So before we go through the presentation, let me share your short video introducing our campus where you are going to study. So please enjoy.
Following the people-oriented philosophy, International Campus has been committed to serving faculty and students and combining the best practices of the East and the West. The architectural style, integrating the ancient and the modern, is a blending of a new classical style and traditional architectural elements of Zhejiang University, striking a perfect balance between internationalization and localization. A whole-person education model is practiced on international campus, with concerted efforts from joint institutes, College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, and residential colleges, and with equal emphasis on specialized education, general education, and whole-person development.
I think what we're trying to do here is actually give you everything that you need to develop your future and your future capacity. I see no reason why the future here isn't very bright indeed.
Here it's fun because we have a much smaller cohort and we can try new things. we can do things across disciplines that are difficult to do at either of the parent schools.
So as you saw from the video clip, one of the major things I'm really proud of our school is the environment and what our campus stands for. Our campus pursues a mixture of diversity and try to recruit students from diverse cultural, educational, and career backgrounds. Before I become a recruiter of our business school, I was also a master's student here at our campus. I literally studied with 32 classmates from 25 different countries. I was the only Korean student in our classroom, which was a very exceptional experience I've ever had. And you know, our international campus is supporting our students to pursue their entrepreneurship and leadership and giving our students a lot of more opportunities to attend these international forums, events, entrepreneurial competitions, and so on. So we also have this International Student Council, which is independently and officially organized by the international students only. The International Student Council is helping international students to deliver their needs to the school administration, solving the problems and also organizing diverse student activities such as sports community, movie night, cultural festival, Christmas party, Halloween party, color run, and so on. So our international campus will be your new home and new family members from all different countries. But this is not the end. As a top-tier university in China with more than 54,000 students studying at 7 campuses, Zhejiang University, we offer more than 700 programs of study and works with more than 110 global partners, including the world's greatest academic institutions, offering 140 global study programs. This allows international talents more opportunities to expand their global capacity and network. So Zhejiang University International Business School, we were founded in our international campus, which is the 7th campus of Zhejiang University, under the vision to become a leading global ecosystem with business education, focusing on new technologies, new economy, and new finance. We embarked in the 2019, and this is our second year of embark. And we're leveraging our global corporate and academic partners, including University of Cambridge, Wharton School, AIF FinTech Incubator, Smart Africa, and so on. Our students are open to opportunities, not only in China, but also in the whole world. Especially, we're partnering with Ant Financial, a leading global technology firm, which is an affiliate company of Alibaba Group. We're cooperating with Ant Financial in the form of research, guest lectures, mentorship, providing in-company experiences to our students. Here are the list of our faculty members and professors from all different countries and all different fields of industry. They're here not only to deliver you lectures, but also share their insights and experiences from their own field. We also have these professors of practice, such as Leslie Goh, former CTO of the World Bank Group, Professor Paul from Schultz Research, Dr. Han, former Prime Minister of South Korea, Dr. Xiong, Vice President of Ant Financial, and Dr. Srinivas from New Development Bank. They're here to support your academic and career development, and you have this amazing chance to have these people as your mentor and professor. They're here to bring you practical skill sets required in business and management and nurture you into a global business leader. And now let me introduce what we offer here. We are a comprehensive business school with programs ranging from degree programs and non-degree programs, including custom designed executive education, connecting our students to business communities. And also, we are devoted to developing leaders across organizations and also across the world by organizing community events and forums. Currently, we are offering 6 degree programs, including International MBA Part-Time, International MBA Full-Time, Master of China Studies, International Master of Communication and Business, International Master of Finance, and one undergraduate program called Global Communication and Management. After this slide, I'll briefly introduce each program. Yeah, so here's our IMBA program. Our IMBA program develops future leaders with global vision who are innovative and entrepreneurial and who understand the impact on people, markets, and society. The program ensures students master solid foundational theories of management while building effective leaders, interdisciplinary vision, and cross-cultural business skills to prepare them to face the challenge of an increasingly complex business environment. So here's the format of our IMBA program. We have two formats, part-time and full-time. The length of study for IMBA part-time format is 2.5 years, and classes will be arranged at Friday, Saturday, Sunday, bi-weekly. So this program allows those who want to maintain their job but get an MBA degree to both having a job and then attending the classes during the weekends. The classroom will have both Chinese and international students for our part-time IMBA. However, our IMBA full-time format will last for 2 years because it's full-time. The class will be held during Monday to Friday, and it will also include the internships and in-company experiences for our students. For this full-time format, there will be only non-Chinese students, international students in the classroom, and then the classes will be delivered in English. Then we have this 2 years length program. Then we also have this International Master of Finance. This is also a 2 years length program, and you will learn cutting-edge industry trends in China and abroad and have better understanding of finance and information analysis. This is also 2 years format with including in-company experiences, and the classroom will have both Chinese and non-Chinese students taught in English. And we also have this International Master of Communication Business, which will be providing you an opportunity to build a successful careers in China in the field of media, marketing, communication, international business, and so on. So you gain insights on Chinese culture and society. This program is also a 2 years format program with including in-company experiences, and class will only have non-Chinese students taught in English. The next one is Master of China Studies. This is to nurture the expert in China, teaching everything about China, Mandarin, Chinese society, culture, economy, and business. And you'll get to interact and communicate with local community by learning to speak Mandarin Chinese. This is also a 2 years format, including the internship experiences, and the classroom will have non-Chinese students only, taught in English. And finally, we have this undergraduate program called Global Communication Management, in short, GCM. This program is focusing on nurturing cross-disciplinary boundaries in management, finance, communication, and China studies, and it provides exceptional opportunities for practical insights, professional experience, internships, and so on. It's a 4 years program, and the class will only have non-Chinese. So this is a summary of the program. I know that I skipped through very fast because of lack of the time, but you can take a screenshot on this. And if you have any question, you can contact me anytime in my contact, which will be shown at the last slide. So this is the admission process. Our other programs like master's program admission applications already end, but the GCM is still open for 2020 intake. It's ended by the deadline is by June 30th. And you can apply via online, and then we'll go through the pre-screening and then arrange an interview, and you'll get to know whether you get admitted or not. Yeah, and this is, you can check our ZIPS first year student scholarships at our website. There is a link on the website, you can click it. It will direct you to our website. And I'll shortly introduce our campus life before I close the presentation. Our campus, 7th campus, which is the newest campus, is located in a city called Haining. And the Haining is just 50 kilometers away from Hangzhou and 100 kilometers away from Shanghai, which is very conveniently you can travel between Hangzhou and Shanghai. And especially after 2021, there will be a subway stop right in front of our campus connected to the middle city center in Hangzhou. So you can take a subway and reach to the Hangzhou city center within 30 to 40 minutes. And as you saw in the video, our school facilities are like this. We are fully equipped for all these students for free, which is included in the tuition fee. And we provide private room to every student, and it's only 800 RMB per month, and they can access to all these facilities located inside the residential college. And I think there's no time for the Q&A session, but I've created this WeChat group, so you can always scan this QR code to join this WeChat group. Or if you don't have WeChat, you can add me WhatsApp. There's my WhatsApp number, and I'll be really happy to get in contact with you. And please tune in our social media platforms so that you can always get up-to-date information on our upcoming events and so on. So I'll thank you again for joining this information session, and I'll be really hoping to see you again in the next event. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dassel. Thanks so much for the presentation. And now we can wait for the next university, which is Jiangsu University, that will start the presentation in a moment.
Hello.
Hello.
Just 1 second.
Hi, Nana.
How are you?
I'm good, Nana. Thanks for joining.
Thank you for having me here. Okay, I believe. Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's okay. Perfect.
All right. All right, thank you. So, hello everybody. I'm Nana, and I'm from Jiangsu University. So today I will tell you a little bit about us, what we do, where we're located, and about scholarships, etc. So let me first start with wait, just 1 second. All right. So we're located in Zhenjiang city. It's a pretty much small city in China. Well, it has more than 3 million people, but for Chinese city, it's pretty much small. It's located 1.5 hours from Shanghai, and it's 20 minutes from Nanjing. And the beauty of living in a small city is that first, your living expenses are much lower. You can actually learn Chinese much faster, and you can enjoy the beauty of the attractions in the city. Now, Zhenjiang city is pretty much small, as I said. It's kind of romantic city, and it's one of the safest cities in China. Jiangsu University, well, we have more than 100 years old history, but we started with the internationalization, let's say 10 years ago. And as you can see, right now we have almost 3,000 foreign students at the university. When it comes to English taught programs, we have 14 undergraduate programs, all taught in English, 57 master's programs, and 15 doctoral programs, as I said, all taught in English. When it comes to Chinese programs, we have way much more. We have 88 undergraduate programs which are taught in English, or which are taught in Chinese. Now, we are mostly engineering-oriented university. So when it comes to engineering, we have, well, I would like to say we have almost everything. And some of our disciplines are in the top 1 in China, and especially like pumps or agricultural engineering or material science and engineering. Now, this is our website for Jiangsu University, for the international office. And if you do want to have more information about the admissions, you can check it out at the website, or you can join the Overseas Education College website, as you can see in the bottom of the page. Now, this is our Overseas Education College website. You can find all the information here, so I'm not going to talk a lot about the programs and the academics and what do we have. but I will go more talk about the university and how do we manage with the students and about the scholarships. Now, let me say more about the scholarships, because I've noticed based on your Q&As that a lot of students are interested in it. So here, as almost every university in China, we do have a CSE and Chinese government scholarship. It unfortunately ended already, but what we have here is the Jiangsu Presidential Scholarship. Now that scholarship, as you can see, it's ranked 5th here. It's for masters and for PhD students, it is extremely good scholarship. For example, for our PhD students, we have A and B categories. All this more you can find on our website. But the A category is almost in the rank of CSC scholarship. It covers tuition fee, it covers accommodation, and for type A, it gives 5,000 yuan per year. Now, for master's students, this presidential scholarship covers 20,000 renminbi on tuition fee. Now, our tuition fee is way much lower than the fees that I've seen in other universities. So, for example, for the tuition fee for our undergrad programs are from 18,000 to 20,000 renminbi per year. For our masters is 22,000 to 25,000 renminbi per year. And for our PhD students, as almost for all the students who get the admission, it's free. So also we do have our school scholarships. So even if you have, for example, presidential scholarship, you can also get the school scholarships. Now the school scholarships, what is beautiful is that you get the money and then you can decide what you want to do with it. So almost every school in our university gives an extra scholarship for students. Some of them are really, really good. So you can also check that one on our website for more information. Also, throughout studies, we give a lot of scholarships for our students for the participation, for their social contributions, for excellent student scholarship. Now, I would like to say that this presidential scholarship is for every year of your studies. Now, yes, or actually this week, we got accepted for the CSC scholarship for Belt and Road program. Now, this scholarship is for undergraduates. So this is for bachelor degree program. It's taught in Chinese and it's CSE scholarship, but it is only for the agricultural organization. So you can see more here in this the slide. You can take a picture and then read more about it later, or you can talk to China Admissions for more information. But it ends already next week. So if you would like to apply, I encourage you to apply as soon as possible. Now, this is our university. It's our campus. It has more than 200 hectares. So now you can imagine how big is it. We have our buses goes through the campus. We have all the facilities for all the fields. We even have indoor and outdoor pools, basketball courts, tennis courts. I believe everything you even wished for. Now, how we manage our campus life, since I already told you that our university is kind of located in a smaller city. So we try to have more rich life for our students. So we're organizing events every week, sometimes even 2-3 times a week. So we're trying to work more with the students and to push them to do more about critical thinking. We call it 4C, which is critical thinking, cooperation, communication, and the creation, so it's creativity. So how we do, as I said, we organize these kind of events, like Sino-Foreign postgraduate research forums, like Yale class. We do have sports meets for the cooperation. As I said, we try to work more with the students. So we have, I believe, around 20 associations where our students are in charge of. They organize events. Students are participating. So it's kind of, you're not only focused on studies and you work in the classes, but you also try to make yourself a better version so that tomorrow you're going to have skills of how to organize an event, how to schedule stuff, etc. How to do better in managing stuff. As for the communication, I have to say that I believe last year was 3 times in a row that one of our students went to give a speech for the United Nations Forum. We also have a lot of competitions in Chinese speech competitions. The creation for the, like we have Life Builder Conference. So as I said, all these events are organized by the students. Of course, the university supports students, but everything is literally done with the students. Now, when it comes to the career opportunities, Jiangsu University signed an alliance with more than 200 corporations in China. So all the students who come to university are having opportunity to do an internship or to work later on to work with one of these companies. We also have an association that is actually for these career opportunities. So it's called IDEA to University. So also our students are managing it. So once you arrive to university, you can give your CV to the IDEA, the association, and then they will check it out, what are the best possibilities for you to get in, what kind of companies, or where to do research, where to do the internship, etc. And then they give and send your CVs. So I believe it is a very good opportunity. And also these universities, these companies also work in other countries. So even sometimes, let's say in Zambia, we have a lot of corporations and companies from China who work and manage companies in Zambia. And then students, after they graduate, they already have very good opportunity to get a job there. Now these are some of the pictures from our campus. This is how the dorm look. So all the dorms in the universities are, say, two beds. And the expenses are around 4,500 renminbi per year, which is, I believe, very, very affordable. And even if you decide to live outside, the accommodation outside is very much cheap, let me say like that. Very much affordable. So it goes around, let's say $200–300. You can find a very good apartment outside. This is a kitchen in the dorm, which is shared. These are some of the a picture from a canteen. We have 11 canteens, which one of them is, one canteen is with halal food, one is international, and all others are Chinese. So yeah, I'm going to end it here. If you have any questions, you can contact us through China Admissions. We work really well together. And yeah, if you have any questions, please ask here in the Q&A and they're going to share it with us. So thank you guys for your attention.
Thanks, Nana, for your presentation. So yeah, guys,
you.
So you can contact Nana or you can contact us in China Admissions if you have any questions about Jiangsu University.
Thank you.
Thank you. So next up, we'll be having BFSU International Business School joining us for the presentation.
Okay, thank you, Nadia. I'm going to share my screenshot.
Okay.
Okay, thank you everyone for joining us on today's open day. So I am Mrs. Lin Min from the International Business School of Beijing Foreign Studies University. I am working at the admission office in the International Business School. So today I'm going to introduce the information about the programs of my university and schools to all of you. So I'm going to introduce in these following 4 parts: the history of the university, the unique features of the programs, and the degree and non-degree programs, and the scholarship opportunities. So Beijing Foreign Studies University is one of the public universities in China. So unlike the other countries, if you are pursuing a degree programs in China, you may notice that most of the best education sources are in the government university in China. So Beijing Foreign Studies University is one of the 211 project university, which means the top 100 university in 21st century. And also BFSU, Beijing Foreign Studies University, is the first foreign language teaching university in China, which was founded in 1941. And for now, this is the website of the university's homepage. So you can guess how many languages we're teaching. So till now, we are teaching 101 different languages in my universities. So we are really good at the language teaching. And here's about my school, International Business School. International Business School is the biggest school in the university. So all the majors and programs are business related. We offer English instructed or Chinese instructed programs, and not degree programs or non-degree programs. And our faculties are from different countries, and also our Chinese professors, they all have the overseas study experience. And my school is very internationalized school, because till now we have over 600 students from 80 different countries are studying in our 2 campuses. And also the student satisfaction rate among all the universities in China, we ranked the number 2. And graduate first year salary ranks among the top 5 in China. So we have 2 campuses in China in 2 different cities. The main campus is located in the capital city, Beijing, and our second campus is located in the southern part of China in Foshan City, very close to Hong Kong and Guangzhou. I'm going to explain a little bit more later in the following slides. Beijing is the capital city and is very convenient transportation, so it flies to all over the world every day. And also it's a big city full of opportunities. Here's our main campus, and here's the second campus in the Foshan campus. So as you may know that Guangdong province has been the pioneer in Chinese economic reform and business internationalization since 1970s. So Foshan City is a city with the very active economic activities in China, and also it's a city full of, with rich culture in China, like Chinese Kung Fu and also Cantonese opera is in this area. And also if you watched this movie, Ip Man is the master of Bruce Lee. Also, he was born in Foshan City, and this is looks of the Foshan City. So what's unique? Why you should study in my school, International Business School of Beijing Foreign Studies University? So this picture shows the first year salary after graduation from IBS BFSU. The red column shows the average salary of the nation among the 3,000 universities in China. For example, the major in finance. This is the national average in the first job. This is the average salary for the students graduated from International Business School, my school. So you will see it's much, much higher than the national average. Why our students can have this very competitive salary, I will explain in the following. Here's our faculties. We have international faculties and Chinese faculties who got directed from the UK or USA top university. All of our teaching faculties with PhD degree. And also, as I mentioned, we have 2 campuses in China, so which allow our students to do the campus mobility. During your studies in BFSU, International Business School, you can choose to study 1 or 2 years in Beijing, then move to the other campus in Foshan. Otherwise, it works. Here's the, I will show you the pictures about 2 campuses. Here's the Beijing campus. This is the teaching building and administration building in Beijing. My office is located in the 9th floor of this building. And the sports center, and this is very standardized, the Olympic-sized swimming pool. Those facilities are opened to international students. The gym center, the library in Beijing. Also, on both campuses, it will provide on-campus dormitories to all international students. The dormitory fee quite affordable to all international students. It has different types of rooms. Here comes the second campus. So the outlook of the Foshan campus is unlike our traditional campus in Beijing. It's a very modernized building. It's quite similar to the Twin Towers in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So in total, it has 32 floors. We have classroom, administration offices, dormitory, canteen, gym center, all in one building. So you don't have to step out the campus. You have everything you need. This is the big lecture room and the lobby of the classrooms. We have different floors of the, we have different colors in different floors in this building. This is the students are having the Chinese courses, the canteen area, the finance lab and library. The moot court. Also, this is the on-campus dormitory in Foshan campus. We have two types of on-campus dormitory, 5-bedroom or this kind of flat. In this flat, we have 4 separate bedrooms, 2 shower rooms, 2 toilets, 1 shared kitchen and living room. This is a 5-beds dormitory, so it has 1 shower room, 1 toilet, and 1 kitchen, and a very convenient inside kitchen. Except the campus mobility, we also have the worldwide exchange to our international students. We have over 400 partner universities in worldwide in 80 different countries, which allow our students to do the exchange programs to our partner universities in the 3rd year of a bachelor or the 2nd year of master programs. For business studies, knowledge from the book, of course, is quite important, but to feel and experience the cultural difference is also equally important. That is why we encourage our students to do the exchange program. And this is also a very unique program in our curriculum, which is called Immersion Week. In this week, we don't have classes, or our teachers and tutors will take our international students to visit 1 city in this week. And also they will be given a topic in this week for the sightseeing, for the cultural experience, and also to visit companies, observe the real practice and operations of the companies, international companies in China or the Chinese companies who are expanding in the worldwide. We organize these trips, the Immersion Week. We visit iQIYI, Google, Baidu, Extra, and different cities. I think the following I'm show a very short video which is made by our students to share the experience about our Immersion Week.
기술보단 예술이 I love it. 실력보단 매력이 I love it. 품격보단 파격이 I love it. 사치보단 가치가 좋아 I love it. 자신을 love it. 여러분도 love it. 앞뒤 양옆 사람들 I love you so much. 남 걱정의 점은 짜셨냐 네 시방밥은 짜셨냐 생선을 먹을 땐 가시 발라 먹어 수박을 먹을 때는 씨 발라 먹어 날 좋아하는 분들 내 사랑 먹어 욕하고 모욕하고 그랬다 카더라 카는 분들 모여 이건 안 먹어 I love it, I love it, I love it, oh yes I love it, 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 I love it 만사가 다 오케이야 어절시고 엉해야 We like to party baby 가끔은 추억 party baby 그 추억은 수억짜리 baby 그 돈 줘도 안 팔아 oh yeah 재미보단 배짱이 I love it 반칙보단 변칙이 I love it 화풀이보단 뒤풀이 I love it 선비보단 좀비가 좋아 I love it 나의 팬 love it 안티 love it 앞뒤 양옆 사람들 I love you so much 남 걱정의 점은 짜셨냐 네 시방밥은 짜셨냐 생선을 먹을 땐 가시 발라 먹어 수박을 먹을 때는 씨 발라 먹어 날 좋아하는 분들 내 사랑 먹어 욕하고 모욕하고 그랬다 카드라 카는 분들 모여 이거 난 먹어 I love it I love it I love it oh yes I love it 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 만사가 다 오케이야 어절시고 옹해야
Okay, this is the video made by our students, and they share the experience about the immersion week. This is our immersion week. Not only the sightseeing, also they have the experience to have a close look of the business, how they run the business. And also it's a great chance to set up the very close relationships, friendships with your classmates. Except the immersion week, we also have different on-campus activities like International Culture Festival. And the following is also we have very good football team. If you are good at sports, you're welcome to join us in the football clubs. And also I mentioned about that we are having 600 international students from 80 different countries. And also this is a second video from one of the students from Malaysia, his point of view about studying in BFSU IBS.
I'm an IBS student from Malaysia. What makes me special? Is it that I attend numerous business-related courses? Is it the unique relationship that I have with the school's administration? Or is it the fact that I'm living in Beijing, where everything is fast-paced, convenient, and advanced?
Sorry to cut the presentation because the time is up. So probably the students can see.
I will show very quickly. The pictures, and thank you, Nadia, for the mentioning. So I'm going to show that we have 2 instruction languages.
Right now the UNNC is actually the next university is already ready for the presentation.
Okay.
So probably you can just show the contact information page so students can just screenshot the page and contact IBS if they have any questions.
Thank you. And here's contact information. So if you have questions, you can send emails to us or follow the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or contact China Mission. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Lindman. Hi, Viola. You can now start the presentation. You can just share your screen right away.
Nadia, can you hear me now?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, I'm going to show my PowerPoint. Okay, I think I'll start with a hi. Today, I'm here, and also I invited my colleague Patrick. So he will be looking at the chat box and also playing the role of client service center. So any questions, if you have towards our university, please just ask in the chat box and we will respond right away during the live session. Okay, I'm going to start my presentation. Any questions? I know that this is a live session, not only on Zoom, but also on Facebook. So whoever is watching us from Facebook, you're welcome to join the session by visiting China Admissions website and come join us on Zoom so we can have direct communication. Okay, I'm going to start. And as I was saying that my name is Viola. The university itself is located in Ningbo. Maybe it's somewhere new for you. So I'm going to show you more about what the city is like. So first of all, it has direct flights to more than 46 cities now, I think. to mainland China and also international and Hong Kong, Macau cities. And here it is, Ningbo. And besides the flights, we also are ranked the top 3 in terms of income and job opportunities. And this is also the safest city. It's not said by me. It's a report provided by the PwC China. It's a little bit, could you mute yourself? Ningbo, as you can see from the screen, that is located right below Hangzhou and Shanghai. We belong to the same area, which is called Yangtze Delta. So it makes it very convenient in terms of travel. Not only that we have our own international airport, but we also have direct train connections to Hangzhou and Shanghai, which would connect you direct to the rest of the world. So on the right side, it shows where we are. Ningbo, the city center is where the 3 rivers interact with each other. And then our university, I mark it out with, it's down there in the screen. And then the airport is only about 30 minutes away from our campus. We also have a bus station, which is quite close to the city center. And till this year, we already have 3 different lines in terms of metro, subway, makes it even more convenient to travel around the city. So Ningbo, why it is called Ningbo? If you know a little bit of Chinese, you probably will know that Ning means serene, which including the Bu translates to wave. So it is showing a sense of very peaceful wave. Yeah. And then we also have the largest port of Ningbo Zhoushan. I think this is already currently the largest in terms of cargo tonnage. So that's why it makes the city the most important one in terms of export and import, the foreign trade. And another thing worth mentioning is that we have the first Bay Bridge, yeah, and this connects us to Shanghai by simply drive across the bridge. It shortened the journey from 3 hours into only 1 in order to cross the bay. And then this is also a famous place because we have Mount Putuo. This is where the Bodhimanda of the Guanyin Buddha locates. Another thing cultural about Ningbo is that we have this love story of the butterfly lovers, if you happen to know that this song is quite famous. Well, back to our university. We are a global university, and China is one of the campus, and we also have campuses in UK and also in Malaysia. Malaysia campus was set up 2 years ahead of ours. This is already the 16th year for our university. When we are talking about the University of Nottingham, we're talking about this university as one single university. So that's why we construct our instruction language would be English, one language. And after graduation, all students would be graduating with the same degree certificate as illustrated to the right, issued by the University of Nottingham directly. And you can see that in the middle, it says the name of the student, and then the date of when you received the degree certificate, together with the name of the degree you had been awarded. So there are a couple of things that I like to emphasize on, because we had been ranked gold in terms of teaching excellence framework. And the ranking can be another thing you probably would be very much interested in, is that we had been ranked 82nd according to the World University, QS World University ranking 2019. And also some of the students might be asking that if you are an overseas campus, would the teaching quality different compared to the home university? The answer is definitely no. It's because we had gone through this QAA revision regularly, and they had already stated in the document saying that the academic standards and the quality of the student learning experience are equivalent to those of the home university. In order to achieve this, our academic staff were either seconded from Nottingham, UK, or they were appointed according to the University of Nottingham standards. Because we are part of the University of Nottingham family, so our students would be given the opportunity to go exchange or go for study abroad opportunities at more than 100 partner universities globally. Yeah, another honor to share with you that the University of Nottingham has been awarded in terms of how international we are and the level of engagement in terms of sports in the year of 2019. And well, when we're talking about this international university, we actually are doing pretty well domestically in China, because we are recruiting our Chinese students from 29 different provinces, all from Division 1. If you are aware of the fact that Division 1 has been the top ranked group of universities in China, you will know that you can see from here that the entry score has been increasing year by year. Currently, there are about 8,000 students, around more than 8,000 students on campus, and 12% of them are international students. We give the opportunity to more than 60% of the students to go have an overseas experience, either through exchange or study abroad. And then after graduation, 27% of them would choose to go on study in a QS World Top 10 university, meaning that Nottingham can be a very good start point if you're aiming at going somewhere further and higher. So these are our strategic partners, including the People's Bank of China, and also some of the high-tech academy and research institutions. Not only in terms of academic and the cooperation, we also have very unique university experience, considering we are a British university in China. Even the sports games would be held across three different campuses. So now I'm going to show you a couple of programs available in our university, because you might already been aroused of interest to join us. So here are the 5 undergraduate programs in our Nottingham University Business School. And then here comes the undergraduate programs in the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences. Have a check, see if there are anything you would be interested. And last is the undergraduate programs from the Faculty of Science and Engineering. You might have already noticed that there are programs end up with a star mark. That means that those programs are available with 2+2 option. So then you can go to the UK for the last 2 years to finish the whole bachelor's degree. That's why these are the summarize of how you can go to a different location to make your study experience more diverse. And then this page shows the programs at master's level, also divided into 3 different faculties. Kindly have a check or take a screenshot so you can have a research later on. That's what's available. So the tuition fee, well, we sum it up in total that for the whole year, the budget would be around £10,000, including tuition fee, accommodation fee, and living cost. Of course, it will be diverse based on your lifestyle, but that's what's been required basically. So the entry requirement, we are looking at master's applicants who has a bachelor's degree at 2-1 level or equivalent. There are so many students we can accept from many different countries. So this is a general entry requirement, and any equivalency would be considered. Together with your language proficiency being IELTS 6.5, with each element no less than 6.0. This is also something general. It will be a little bit different, diverse, according to programs. So what is the key point I would like to remind you is that this is already the clearing round for our university to accepting students into our September entry. So that's why you will need to hurry up and do browse through the websites of China Admissions or our official website to figure out the details and also download an application form. One more thing to remind is that currently we are accepting applications via email. So it will be just as simple as sending an email with required documents attached. And in order to kick off the procedure, you don't need to wait for everything to be ready and then go to apply. As long as you have the application form, the transcript till now, the personal statement, and a copy of the passport, you're ready. Just send those documents to our email of our admissions team, and we will start to look at for you. And here is the accommodation that I know if you're going to stay in China for another 4-3 years or just 1 or 2 years, it's important to look at what is available if you're going to stay here for such a long time. So here we are showing you a short video summary of the buildings of our international student accommodation. Every building would be equipped with a laundry room and a and a shared kitchen in building 11. And then the cost is also had been displayed on the screen. As you can see that this is a hotel
Hi, Viola.
hotel-like
sorry
room.
to cut the presentation.
Yeah.
Yeah, the time is up.
So I'm going to go through it quickly. Yeah, time is up, right?
Yes, time is up.
Okay, so I have 2 more slides to show you. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. You may follow us on our Facebook or consult the China admissions team if you have any specific questions for us. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank
we'll
you
talk to you
for
each other. Thank you.
Sharing.
Bye,
Thank
bye.
you. Bye-bye. So next up will be, we are having Zhejiang University of Technology coming up. Hi, Zhou Laoshi, can you hear us? You can unmute yourself and start sharing the presentation.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Right, so your 12 minutes starts now. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Yeah, that's great. My great honor for me to introduce Zhejiang University of Technology here. Yeah. So at first, I would like to introduce the location of Zhejiang University of Technology. So it's located in Hangzhou, the provincial capital city of Zhejiang province. So it's very close to Shanghai, only 45 minutes to Shanghai by the bulletin train. And then, you know, that Zhejiang provincial GDP is top 3 in China, in all the Chinese province. And next one. And then about 4 years ago, so the G20 conference was held in China, the first time, G20 conference. So, this is the first time for G20 conference held in China, but the city is in Hangzhou. So I think you know Hangzhou is very important and very beautiful. And then 2022, so there will be a great Asian Games in Hangzhou. Now there are more building and museum being built in Hangzhou beside the China River. Yeah, and Jack Ma and Alibaba also in Hangzhou, you know. So I think, you know, Jack Ma is very famous and Alibaba is very famous. So there are many foreign students who would like to study in Hangzhou, just want to learn from Jack Ma and learn from Alibaba, and in the future they can can do some business, just like Jack Ma or Alibaba. So the Alibaba is located in the city center of Hangzhou, and so in Hangzhou there is also the world famous international trade city, Yiwu International Trade City. Yiwu, so Yiwu International Trade City is only 30 minutes from Hangzhou by the train. And beside Hangzhou, there is also another textile city, Keqiao. Textile city is also very famous. So as I know, my friend, my Indian friend told me that in Yiwu there are about 2,500 Indian businessmen, but in Keqiao there are more than 3,000 Indian businessmen. So about 20 years ago, so Westlake, the famous Westlake is the city center of Hangzhou. It's very beautiful. But now, Chantang River is the center of Hangzhou city now. Yeah, this is the West Lake in the city center. And Zhejiang is a Buddhism province. There are many famous Buddhism temples in Hangzhou. And Muslims can also find mosques to pray in Hangzhou. Fenghuang Temple is the biggest one for Muslims. Yeah. And Chongyi Church is the biggest Christianity church in Southeast Asia. It can hold 10,000 persons to pray on Sunday. So Hangzhou is also a cross-culture city. So there are 3 campuses in Hangzhou for JGOT. So the Chaohui campus is located in the city center. So usually Chinese language students study in the city center, Chaohui campus. And the main campus now is Pingfeng campus, about 50 kilometers from the city center. Now about the history of JGOT. The earliest years we can find in 1910. It's the school name is Zhejiang Intermediate Industrial School, and so in 1993 it developed into Zhejiang University of Technology, and now it's a comprehensive university. A leading university co-supported by Zhejiang province and the Ministry of China Education. And for the ranking, so the GOT usually belong to top 100 university for many years, and for most of the ranking, Chinese ranking, it's usually belong to top 65, top 65 university in the more than 2,000 Chinese university. Now we can find the Chaohui campus in the city center of the picture. Chaohui campus. It's the city, in the city center. Very beautiful with the river in the middle of the campus. So it's called a university crossing the world culture heritage with color. This is the very old bridge in the campus. So it's more than 1,400 years old in Chaohui campus. So you can find that this is the winter campus in Pingfeng campus. The library. Pingfeng campus, the library you can find the mountain beside the campus. So now about the students, there are more than 28,000 bachelor students. And more than 500 master students, about 600 doctoral students. For international students, there are more than 2,001. So the teacher, for the staff, more than 3,000. More than 3,000. There are 27 colleges in JGOT. So including 70 bachelor programs, more than 100 master programs, more than 30 doctoral programs. So including philosophy, economics, law, education, literature, science, engineering, agriculture, medicine, management, and arts. So there are many excellent students in the GOT. And about the research and development, so CGOT is proud with its ranked number 10 for valid patents for inventions in all the Chinese universities. The research and development. Richard, next one. Yeah. So this is the global partner for our university. So over 70 international partners from 24 countries and regions, international students from over 100 countries, 30 full-time professor and researcher. Now, this is an undergraduate program in English in DGUT. So, Richard, next one. Undergraduate, yeah, undergraduate program in English, including computer science and technology, chemical engineering and technology, civil engineering, environmental engineering, electrical engineering and automation, mechanical engineering, pharmaceutical engineering, software engineering, international economic and trading, Chinese business, law and finance. So usually, if your mother language or official language is English, you can apply this program directly. Otherwise, yeah, IELTS 5.0 is necessary to apply this English program. Next one. Next one. So this is the accommodation. So this is 4-person room and double room. So 4-person room, the accommodation fee is about 3,500 renminbi 1 year. So double room about 6,000 renminbi 1 year. Yeah, this is the accommodation in Chaohui campus. Next one. Richard? Yeah, this is the accommodation in Chaohui campus. The environment is very beautiful and comfortable. Yeah, this is our this student activity picture. So they all have a Chinese dream. Next one. So this is the American business student visiting JGUT.
Hi, Zhou Laoshi. Sorry, but the time is up. So I think you can wrap it up because we're waiting for the next university to join right now.
Okay, thank you very much for the.
Thank you so much for your presentation. It was great having Zhejiang University of Technology around. So yeah, students can just go to the website or go to China Admissions website to get more information about the university. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we are having the Chinese University of Hong Kong, Shenzhen joining right now. Cool. Hi, Murray, can you unmute yourself? Right, perfect.
Okay, good evening, greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our display. Today, I'm going to talk about the Chinese University of Hong Kong, Shenzhen. If you would like to talk to us, one of my colleagues, Ms. Eleanor Rao, is in the chat group at the moment, and she will answer your questions there. Alternately, please scan the QR code here, and this will take you to a WeChat group, and you're welcome to ask questions there also. This QR code will be available on other slides too, so you can scan it at any time. So today I'm going to introduce the Chinese University of Hong Kong, Shenzhen. This is a relatively new campus, a new university. It was opened in 2014. And we work together with the Chinese University of Hong Kong, which is a university ranked 43rd in the world and 10th in Asia. All our programs are taught in English. We have 4-year undergraduate degrees, and we also have a range of postgraduate programs, which I'll talk about gradually as we go through this presentation. Just to explain quickly where we are and make sure you all know, if you haven't heard of Shenzhen, then it's a city that you will definitely hear about very soon. It's a very young city. It was only really started to be built about 40 years ago, but it's already one of the biggest and most prosperous cities in China. And it's a perfect place to come and do your studies for a variety of reasons. So we're down in the southeastern corner of China, just across the border from Hong Kong. And it's actually quite good. We're actually not too far away from our main campus. So the main Chinese University of Hong Kong campus is just across the border here. And then we're in the northeastern corner of Shenzhen, a spot called Longgang district, but a beautiful place to live and study. I'm going to go quickly through our programs because this will probably give you a good idea of whether you want to come here and study or not. And then I'll go on and explain why you should come here to study. At the moment, we have 4 main schools, and I'll go through these one at a time and talk about the undergraduate and postgraduate courses that we have. So in the School of Management and Economics, we cover the main business school subjects: economics, finance, global business studies, marketing, professional accountancy. Obviously, though, being based in Shenzhen, which is one of China's main business hubs, which has its own stock exchange, which is home to the headquarters of most of these huge international companies, this is the perfect place to study business. Not to mention the quality of Chinese students who you're here studying with, the top 1% and 2% of Chinese students. You're going to be studying with elite Chinese students and making great networks with these people who are going to shape the future of Chinese business. We also have a range of postgraduate courses in business, covering similar sorts of topics to the undergraduate courses. Our second major school is the School of Science and Engineering. Again, here we're looking in particular at maths, statistics, and engineering courses such as computer science, electronic information engineering, so robotics type stuff, and new energy science. And then for postgraduate, computer and information engineering and data science and courses like this. Now, again, one of the reasons why we'd really encourage you to come here to study this is we're also home to so far 6 or 7 top world-class research institutes led by Nobel laureates. And so if you come here to study, you have a chance to do really groundbreaking research in addition to studying with the really elite professors that we have teaching here. One of our growing schools opened just in the last couple of years is the School of Life and Health Sciences. At the moment, this has programs in bioinformatics and biomedical science and engineering. And in the coming years, we're opening up medicine and pharmaceutical science. This is a really exciting period of growth for our university, and we're looking to become one of the major medicine universities in China in the future. And then finally, our last school is Humanities and Social Sciences. This school runs a lot of the core programs at our university, the general education, the English, but also offers majors in psychology, translation, and English. And for postgraduate, also global business studies, global studies. So if any of these catch your fancy, the next obvious question is, why would you come here to study? There's so many choices. There's so many places you can go around the world. Well, this is an elite university. This isn't just a good university. This is a university which is only 6 years old, but has already become the #1 joint university in China. We've been built based on CUHK systems and standards, so built on the standards of a university ranked 43rd in the world. And when you graduate, you get a degree from a university ranked 43rd in the world. And even though we're very young, we're already flying up the charts and becoming one of the top universities in China. And this is very strong for such a young university. The education that we give our students is sensational. Our students love studying here. We provide cutting edge courses. We're choosing areas in which China is a specialist, in which we can provide something really new and build on the fantastic courses that CUHK already had before. We offer Chinese language training to our international students, of course, as part of the degree. But we try to go above and beyond this too. We try to have a whole person education. So not just the in-class learning, but also the out-of-class learning in our collegiate education system and stuff like this too. Again, all courses are taught in English. When you come here to study, this is one of the real keys here. As I said, we've already become one of the top universities in China, and one of the reasons is because we're attracting elite Chinese students, the top 1% to 2% of Chinese students by GPA. So when you come here and study, you're going to be pushed to study as hard as you can and learn as well as you can, because you're going to be studying with these people who are not just going to be doing simple jobs in the future, but they're going to be leaders of their industry. Shenzhen as a city offers enormous opportunities. It's the technology hub with BYD, Tencent, Huawei, all of these huge, famous, world famous technology companies, in addition to PricewaterhouseCoopers, Walmart, all these amazing business places too. And all of these are here in Shenzhen, headquarters in Shenzhen. So you have these amazing opportunities in a city which has grown from nothing 40 years ago, from a fishing village 40 years ago, to one of the biggest and most successful cities in China in this time. In addition to the opportunities of just being in Shenzhen, our campus is amazing. It's a gorgeous, fantastic, huge new campus. And we have fantastic facilities for students to get in and do things. So we have CIDE, which is the Center for Innovation, Design and Entrepreneurship, and the Makers Workshop, which are designed to give students a chance to practice things outside class. Scholarships, if you can prove that you're good enough, we will give you a 4-year scholarship. This can cover full, half or quarter tuition. It'll cover accommodation. There are also government scholarships, and we have a work-study program. So if you're good enough to come here and study, and this is a difficult place to study, it's a real challenge to come here, but if you're good enough and you can show that you're good enough, we're willing to give you a scholarship to cover your fees for the full time you're here. You can come and study here for free if you're good enough. In just a short time, we've proven how good we are to other universities around the world. We already have links to 100 top international universities. Most recently, we signed up with Yale University in America, but we have sensational links to universities in all major regions of the world now. So no matter where you're interested in going, you can do joint degrees, exchange programs, summer programs, visiting programs, anything you want to link to other parts of the world. As I've mentioned, the campus is a huge, gorgeous place. It's built on the side of a hill. We've got lakes, mountains, paths winding around. The campus is the size, I think I heard someone say it's the size of about 145 football fields. There's a bus service to take students from the upper campus, which is the residential area, to the lower campus, which is the study area. On campus, we have huge range of activities, both Chinese cultural events, so it's Spring Festival and stuff like this, but also Western celebrations, so Christmas and stuff. Student clubs, college activities, departmental activities, all of these sort of things are designed to keep our students engaged and occupied. And that's in addition to swimming pool, like 4 or 5 gymnasiums on campus, dance studios, everything you need here. And then in case this isn't enough, the results of the university, even though we're only so young, already speak for itself. 2/3 of our graduates continue to postgraduate studies at top 50 universities worldwide. Of the remainder who go out to seek employment, 99%, almost 99% are employed within months of graduating. And there are statistics recently which showed that the salary that our graduates are earning is higher than that of top universities like Tsinghua University in China. Granted, that's a little bit unfair at the moment because we're a very young university, so the comparison isn't entirely fair. But it shows how successful we have been in such a short time. And it also shows the direction of our university. So with just a couple of minutes left, regarding applications to our university, we welcome online applications. So we've got the direct link there. You can put in your applications at that link. We'll be asking you for things like passport, academic transcripts, English ability, personal statements, recommendation letters. If we decide you're good enough, we'll give you an offer. If you're good enough for a scholarship, we'll give you an interview for a scholarship. At the moment, our applications for this year are closing on Monday. So that's Monday, the 15th of June is closing for the 2020 intake. So if you are wanting to apply for this year, you only have a couple of days left. Applications for the 2021 academic year will open in October. In terms of this type of standard we're looking at, we're looking for, as a guide, about the top 15% is our cutoff. So if you're wanting to apply to our university, you have to be at a high standard to be considered for a position. To get a scholarship, obviously, you have to be notably higher than that too. We're looking probably top 10% for decent scholarships. IELTS requirement, 6.0, please. Obviously, we've got standards for TEFL and those sort of things also. To quickly cover tuition and expenses, admission tuition fees are 95,000 RMB for a year, which is 14,500 US dollars, which is slightly higher than some of the others which we've had so far. But I would also point out that as opposed to the others who have more expensive accommodation, our accommodation is free.
Hi, Moraine. Sorry to cut off your presentation, but the time is up. So I think you wrap it up because we're moving to the next university.
That's absolutely fine. I'm done. Thank you very much, Nadia.
Thanks, Moraine.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Shen Laoshi, yes, we can hear you.
Yes, I'm going to share my screen. So we start from the beginning. You can see the screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's start. First, thank you very much for all our students and our staff to wait for BIT. We are from Beijing Institute of Technology, and you can call me Japei. And in this session, we only have 12 minutes, so I will divide my presentation into these three parts. The first, why BIT? We founded in 1940s, and as you know, we are one of the university in the Project 211, Project 985, and Double First Rate projects, which is all the very top university, all in the China. And I will also show you some figures of BIT's ranking. For example, in the 2018s, the average research funding at BIT, we ranked top 2 in China. The Avenue Research Funding, we ranked top 10 among all Chinese universities. And BIT has received more than 130 national awards in science and technology in the past 30 years and ranked top 10 in China. And our employment rate up to 97%. And for the QS World Ranking, we ranked top 400 in the world. And here, at least several subjects which are ranked top 300 in the world, and they are material science, electrical engineering, electronic engineering, mechanical engineering, aerospace, chemistry, chemical engineering, computer science, information, mathematics, physics, and environmental science. Speaking our student number, we have 28,000 students. For international students, we have more than 2,500 international students. And for example, last year, we have welcomed more than 2,500 international students from 149 countries, and half of them are from Asia countries. They are from Pakistan, Kazakhstan, Korea, Laos, Malaysia, Indonesia, and we also have 1/4 our students from European countries, for example, Germany, UK, France, Russia, and we have quite a lot of students from other countries. We already cooperate with more than 293 universities from 77 countries and regions. And for example, in Europe, we have a lot of cooperation with the UK and Germany university, and also Asia, in Korea, Malaysia, Thailand, and some USA university. Here I list some undergraduate program can be taught in Chinese. This cover almost the engineering and science program. If you can read Chinese, you can go for apply our Chinese taught program. And also for undergraduate program, we have 7 can be taught in English. They are mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, computer science, electronic science and technology, mechatronic engineering, aerospace engineering, international economy and trade. For master, we have 10 programs can be taught in English, and the rest of the program can be taught in Chinese. For PhD, all of our PhD program can be taught in Chinese or English. So if you choose English taught program, your exam, your paper, your reading list, your teaching language, and dissertation will be totally in English. So let's talk about some reasons why we choose BIT as an international student to study. First, for example, for our undergraduate students, there will be 4 years in BIT. So in the first year, we arrange all our international students study together. We will arrange some mathematics, physics, chemistry, and Chinese language class only for our international students to adapt the environment, adapt the study plan in Beijing and BIT. After the first year, you will go to the academic school with Chinese students also. And for undergraduate students, you will have a chance to reselect your major after first year study, both for Chinese and international students. Why are we doing that? Because we noticed that as a high school students, you are not mature enough to choose the major you want. It may not be the major you really want to study. So after the first year experience, you can talk to the professor, you can talk to the senior student, you can explore in the library. So you will rethink and you will have a chance to re-choose the major and directly go to the second year. And for all our international students, you will be over the academic counseling session, and if you are good enough, you can apply our student assistance position. So, and you will get payment, and we will have a lot of volunteer work for you to do, and we have wonderful campus life and social practice. So, for example, the wonderful campus life, we organize for our international students all the cultural activities every month and every weekend. There are Kung Fu class, calligraphy, and culture days. And for social practice, we will arrange our international students go to the, for example, the forum and the high-tech company visit, and also the job fair. So next, let's talk about the job opportunity for international students at BIT. From this chart, you will say that, for example, last year, we almost arranged the job fair only for our international students every month in semester. So all the company we already select all the companies, so they have ability to give you working visa after you graduate. So you can choose working in China or working outside of China, and you do not need to compete with the Chinese students. So this job fair is only for our international students. So no matter which year are you in, you are free to go to the job fair, bring your question and bring your CV, talk to the company directly. And we have cooperate with a lot of company in China or outside China. For example, the Great Wall Company, which is the biggest SUV company in China, and Huawei, Jingdong, and many other international companies also. And here I will give you some example where are our international students going after graduate. So for example, we have Nice, she's from Kazakhstan, and after graduate, she worked in the Xuzhou construction machinery in China as a project manager. And also we have William and Dimas. These two students are from Indonesia, and they all choose to go back to Indonesia. One of them working in the China Railway Engineering Group, one of them working in the Oppo in Indonesia. And we have Miguel, he's from Spain, and he is a PhD student. After graduate, he works in the Airbus Beijing Engineering Center as a researcher. And we have quite a lot of students in computer science, software, and information, and they are in Huawei in different departments and different positions. So in the last, I will talk about how to apply to BIT. So firstly, our deadline for scholarship, if you want to apply scholarship for master and PhD, unfortunately, we are already closed for this year, but for undergraduate, we are still open until July of 13th, because this is very special. We already postponed our deadline for undergraduates. And you do not need to send hard copy to us. Everything will be online. And for example, you can log in this system and register. After the initial review, you need to pay the application fee online, and we will arrange the online interview. If you pass the interview, you will get pre-admission notice, and you pay the deposit online to university, and then finally you get admitted. And for undergraduate, because I just mentioned for master and PhD, if you want to apply a scholarship, it's already closed for this year. For undergraduate, we still have some seat if you want to apply. And also we will have seats for if you want to apply scholarship. So what you need to send us on website or online is your passport copy, ID photo, high school graduation certificate, high school transcript, and we do accept the international standard tests such as SAT, ACT, IB, A-level, or national exam in your country. And for Chinese TOEFL program, we need HSK 5 or above. For English TOEFL program, we need TOEFL or IELTS. And if your age are under 18, we need you submit more documents you can download here. And if you want to apply BIT freshman scholarship, you need to fill the form. The form link is here also. So next, we talk about the BIT freshman scholarship for undergraduate students is still open, and you still have time to apply this. In BIT for undergraduate students, we have two scholarships. One is freshman scholarship, it only cover the full scholarship, full tuition and half tuition for the first year. And it will be decided if you get the scholarship or not according to your GPA, your transcript, and your interview performance. So after first year, you are welcome to apply scholarship year by year, every year. So in the second, third, and fourth year, you can apply the scholarship according to your previous year's GPA. So you also have a chance to apply the scholarship every year. So in 4 years, you also have a chance to get a scholarship for 4 years. And the last is our contact information. If you have any question, you can send to, if you apply for undergraduate program, you can send email to undergraduates@bit.edu.cn. If you have any question for master and PhD, the self-funded application for master and PhD is still open, but the scholarship is closed. So if you have any question, you can send to this master PhD email, and you also can follow us by Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So next Monday, which is 15th of June, we will release how many seats and how many space we left on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So you can follow our information, or you can contact China Admission. Okay, thank you for listening. Bye.
Thank you, Ms. Chape. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank
Right
you.
now, it's the time for the next university, which is AEBS, Asia Europe Business School, located in Shanghai. Hi, Cindy.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. So you can simply share your screen and start the
Okay.
presentation.
Okay, let me share my screen.
Okay, cool. So yeah, your 12 minutes starts now.
Okay. Hello, everyone. This is Cindy. I'm from Asia Europe Business School of East China Normal University. So today I will give you a brief introduction about our school and our program. So we are a joint venture university between our East China Normal University and the EM Lyon Business School. So we are offering double degree programs from one top-ranking French business school and leading Chinese university. So East China Normal University, it's a very old university, very high-ranking university in China. It's a double first-class university in mainland China and ranked top 16 in the THE rankings in 2019. And EM Lyon is also a very top-ranking business school in France. It's one of the Europe's leading business school and ranked number 2 in France and the top 20 in Europe. So this is our program. We're offering bachelor degree, which is called Global BBA program, Bachelor of Business Administration. And also we have a master degree, which is called Master's Program in International Business, Global Management and China Studies. And also this is a very new program which is just opened this year. It's called a single degree master program in marketing, high-end brand management. Okay, this is a very detailed introduction of each program. It's very simple because we only have 3 programs here. The durations for the bachelor program is 4 years. For the master program is 2 years. Okay, and the pathways for the bachelor program is the first 2 years student will study in China, in Shanghai at ECNU. And then the last 2 years student, they can choose to go to Paris or Saint-Étienne to complete this bachelor degree and get 2 degrees. One is called Bachelor Degree of Management from East China Normal University and a Global BBA degree from EM Lyon Business School. So all the teaching language in our school is English, but at the same time, students, they will also learn some Chinese and French languages. For the master program, the second semester, students will study in Lyon or Paris. Okay, so, and for the master program, the double degree is called Master Degree in International Business. This degree is from East China Normal University, and they have a Master of Science in Management. This is a GE program. I think some European students, they may know about this French education system. This is a very higher standard master program in France. So this is from EM Lyon Business School. And also for the single degree program, the degree is a Master of Science in High-End Brand Management. This is also offered by EM Lyon Business School. So all the courses, we only have one intake every year, which is in early September. And for the application deadline for this year, 2020 intake, which is end of June. So we don't have a lot of time left. So this is our faculty. Our faculties are combined by the professors from ECNU and also the professors from EM Lyon Business School. And also we have some visiting professors from all over the world. At the moment, we have 272 students in the 3 programs. and about 100 international students. It's from like 27 different countries. But our aim is to have a half international and a half Chinese student in the future. So for the programs, we have a lot of, so it's not just sit in the classes. We have a lot of activities. We provide a field study in company project and also internships for students to build their networks and also experience in the companies in China. So this is some of our activity pictures you can see, and so we have a career service center which provides student international the internships opportunities, and also we have a company project, and also for the student we have enterprise mentor, which is matched to each student when they just join the program. So this is a part of our partnership in both China and France. Okay, so at ECNU, we have more than 6,300 international students from different countries. So it's very international environment. Okay, and also we have a lot of society and clubs. This is our international culture festival. Some pictures of the activities of the students. So they have like the travels in China. Okay, then we move to the entry requirement. For the bachelor program, we require high school diploma and English, which is equivalent to IELTS 6.0 or TOEFL IBT 85. For the Chinese language, we don't have any requirement for enrollment, but we will require HSK 4 or HSK 3 when students complete their degree. We have an interview, which is a face-to-face, or for international students, maybe, and it's mostly on Skype. And for the master program, okay, we are require bachelor degree and also the IELTS 6.5 and the TOEFL 90, and also our interview. Interview is quite important because we are looking for the very higher motivation students and a very higher qualification student. This is our tuition, which is combined the fees a student have to pay to the ECNU and the EMLU, because we are offering the double degree. For the scholarship, I think many students may ask about this, but we are actually, it's a joint venture program which is not available for the government scholarship, but we do offer some school scholarship for our students. For the bachelor program, we don't have it for the new student, but for the master program, it's up to 20,000 RMB for students. So this is our one of our campus, which is located at Zizhu International Education Park, where our AEBS building located. So it's very modern, very higher quality of the facilities. So we have the accommodations in the Zizhu International Park, and also for our students, the classes will be taught in both campus of Zizhu campus and also ECNU Minhang campus. So because the time is limited, so I guess I will show you about my WeChat QR code. If you have any further questions, you can just add me on WeChat and or send me emails or just contact China Admissions. Okay, thank you very much.
Hi, Cindy. Thank you so much for the presentation. It was really informative and insightful as well. So yeah, students can still apply for AEBS program, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about AEBS program, you can simply contact Cindy on the contact details over there, or you can contact us in China Admissions. Thanks, Cindy.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye.
Have a nice day too. Bye-bye. So next up, we'll be waiting for the next presentation from CLI, Chinese Language Institute in Guilin.
Hi there. Thank you
Hi,
so
Agnes.
much.
Thank you.
Hi, how are you today? Thank you very much.
I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, gonna share my screen. Awesome.
Awesome.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Can you see me okay?
Yes, it's okay.
Okay, wonderful. Hi, everybody. 大家好. My name is Anais, and I'm the co-director of the Chinese Language Institute, or CLI. We're an independent center for Chinese language and cultural studies based in Guangxi province, Guilin city, which is in southern China. So first, I'll introduce our community a little bit more to share our story and who we are. Then I'll go over a few of our different program options. Finally, I'll talk more about Guilin and why we think Guilin is the best place in China to learn Chinese. And then I'll share some contact information with you all. Awesome. So we were founded in 2009 by two American brothers who had a vision of creating a fully immersive Chinese language learning experience for students. So at the heart of our learning and teaching pedagogy is full immersion. So we welcome students from all walks of life, all different countries, all Chinese language levels who'd like to come study Chinese with us. We have hosted students from over 40 countries and 200 universities who, after studying with us in Guilin or online, often work in China in larger cities, in leading organizations, or continue on to higher education. So our core mission is to build connections between China and the rest of the world. And we do so by being a really welcoming, inclusive community. And I think most of our students who have studied with us in Guilin would speak to that. So I'll go into our program options a little bit more in just a moment. But first, we are based in what we call the CLI Center. That's in Guilin, in 7-Star District, so located on a quiet but central road in the heart of Guilin. We're a 5-story building. We have 18 private classrooms, team offices, so that's where our whole team, including myself, is based. We have study areas, a full kitchen and dining area open to student use. We also serve lunch Monday through Friday. We even have a rec room with ping pong table and all types of fun games. And then finally, we have 3 stories of private bedrooms that also have bathrooms, and some even have kitchens. So most of our students will live and take classes at our center here, our 5-story CLI center, and that's where our team is headquartered as well. So this is a photo of one of our students, Jack and Avril. So this is a one-on-one class. Most of our classes are one-on-one. I'll talk more about that in just a moment. This is a pretty standard classroom setting. This is the 2nd floor common area that we have. This is our dining area. Another common space that we have, and we actually even have a little library with plenty of Chinese and English books and even books in other languages that are open to our students to borrow. This is a pretty standard bedroom. So this would be on one of the 3rd, 4th, or 5th floors. So you can just stay in our rooms here, and then you can head down to class. So it's really convenient, all in one center. Another bedroom. And as I mentioned, all of our bedrooms have bathrooms as well. So about our team, we have highly trained Mandarin instructors who are all based in Guilin. And so we really believe that our teachers underpin everything we do at CLI. So the more empowered our teachers are, the more our students can excel in their Chinese studies. In addition to teachers, we also have Western and Chinese administrators who are here to help you every step of the way. So myself and many of our other administrators, from the moment that you apply online to throughout your experience with us, whether it's in Guilin or online, we're here to help you kind of transition and make the most of your Chinese studies. Something really unique about CLI that I'd like to mention is that We also pair you with local students that we call our pengyos, or our interns, who are typically local university students who volunteer their time to practice Chinese with you, make friends with you, and explore the city with you. So immersion is really key for us at CLI, and we have many community members available for you to help you really immerse yourself in Chinese language and culture. Here's a few of our team members. Echo, our co-director, me, Abby, who will schedule your classes when you come to Guilin, Tristan, our property manager, Nikki, our student affairs manager. And this is actually a photo of the whole CLI team and some students from our 10-year anniversary celebration this past October. So we really value community at CLI, and we would love for you to join our community in Guilin. So to move on now to our language programs, I'll give you a little bit more information about our 3 key programs. So our flagship program at CLI, most students who study with us enroll in our IP, immersion program. So in our immersion program, you can take 20 hours of one-on-one weekly classes. So that's 4 hours of classes each day. We also have 3 unique instructors for you. So they'll kind of work together to design a curriculum for you that covers comprehensive speaking and listening, reading and writing, whatever your goals are for learning Chinese. We will design a curriculum kind of based around you and your needs and your goals and your Chinese level. So we actually have flexible enrollment for our immersion program. So you can study with us for a week, a year, and any amount of time in between, and just start on any Monday of the year with us in our immersion program. So it's very flexible, great for students who are really ready to get to the next level in Chinese. A lot of the universities are speaking to HSK requirements. So we've had many students who actually come to CLI first in maybe the summer before they head to a higher education or university in China to get to that HSK level with us. So we're a really good option for intensive Mandarin study. In our IP program, you have a choice of accommodation. I showed you some photos of the CLI Center, but we also offer homestays. So you could live with a local family in Guilin. You could live in a private apartment that we have if you need a little bit more flexibility. You could live in an apartment with Chinese roommates. So that's kind of our immersion program, and you can find scholarship and pricing information for that on our website, studycli.org/Chinese immersion. Okay, another program that I'd like to highlight today is our college study abroad. So we have semester-based and summer and winter credit programs that we run in cooperation with Guangxi Normal University, our official university affiliate. So this is a really good option, I think, for students who want to have that traditional Chinese university experience while also get that kind of customized attention in the one-on-one Chinese classes that CLI also provides. So this is kind of a great option to get the best of both worlds. And again, you can find out more information. We have a lot of details about the courses on our website, but it will be a combination of one-on-one Chinese classes at CLI and group classes with other students at Guangxi Normal University. So for both our immersion and college study abroad programs, we have cultural activities that we think really help to immerse you. So we take you hiking mountains in the evenings or doing tea ceremonies, lectures. We also organize day trips and overnight excursions on the weekends. So in addition to language focus, we're really committed to helping you immerse culturally as well. So here's some photos from some of our activities. These are all real CLI students and team members. So in addition to our programs in Guilin, we also do offer classes online. So if you have a phone or a computer and an internet connection, we can design a customized curriculum for you based on your schedule. So we offer classes 7 days a week, whether you have 1 hour a week to study or 20 hours a week to study. We can arrange a customized online program for you. So you can actually enroll in a free trial class with us at studycli.org/contact and learn more about our online programs that learn Chinese online. Awesome. So lastly, I'm going to introduce Guilin, the city that I've personally lived in for the past 3.5 years and absolutely love. So this is a photo of downtown Guilin, the Sun and Moon Pagodas. So why did we choose Guilin to be the home of CLI? Many reasons. The few reasons I'll mention today, it's a really small and easy to navigate city. So big cities in China are absolutely wonderful. And we feel that small cities can really offer that kind of immersion experience and language experience for students because they're a bit smaller and easier to navigate, and you can just kind of get to know the city much better. Another reason, I'm not sure if anybody can read this, 桂林山水甲天下. So there's an old Chinese saying that goes, Guilin's scenery is the best on earth, and it's true, I think. The karst mountains and rivers of Guilin are just kind of everywhere throughout the city and make it a really wonderful atmosphere to learn, so especially if you're into nature. We found that local people in Guilin are quite friendly. There's a lot of southern hospitality in Guangxi. And there's also an international community, so you kind of have the best of both worlds there. Cuisine in Guilin is delicious, and it's also quite affordable, like the cost of living in general. So that's another reason to come to kind of a smaller city like Guilin as opposed to one of the bigger cities to learn Chinese. We also have found that Guilin is just really a perfect combination of modern and traditional China. And so you can really learn about China's kind of rise to modernity, as well as understand traditional Chinese culture in a really unique way in Guilin. So I'll show you some photos. This is kind of a map of Guilin. Our school is located right next to 7-Star Park, where the CLI logo is. And then you can actually walk downtown, just across the river there, in about 30 minutes. So again, the city's really accessible. There's buses, there's bikes, shared bikes. It's a really wonderful place to live. This is a mountain called Laorenshan, which is about a 15-minute drive from CLI. So you could actually just go there after class ends one evening and hike it with your teacher after class. Another mountain even closer to our school called Chuanshan. These are the rice terraces of the Dragon's Backbone rice terraces, about a 2-hour drive from CLI, where many ethnic minority groups in Guangxi live. We often organize trips here. This is another local village called Laojai, where we often take students to experience kind of more rural life in China. I think they find it really interesting and informative. This is Yangshuo, a very famous city in China not far from Guilin. And finally, Guilin mifen, Guilin rice noodles, you can grab for less than $1 a bowl. So many of our students will eat this 3 meals a day. So wonderful. To contact us, head to our website, studycli.org, and learn more. If you'd like to join us in Guilin at some point in the future, you can apply here at studycli.org/apply. You can email us for more info at any time at info@studycli.org, and join our WeChat group as well through this QR code that we've made special for anybody participating in this webinar. So yeah, that's all I have for you today. I hope to hear from you in our WeChat group or online. Our website has extensive information for you. We hope to welcome you to Guilin one day, and we'd love to study Chinese with you online as well. So 谢谢大家. Thank you so much to China Admissions for hosting us.
Thank you, Agnes, for the presentation.
Thank you.
So now is the last university, which is BLCU. BLCU Online Education College. So they will share mainly about their online Chinese language programs. So, hi, Angela. Can you please unmute yourself so we can hear you?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Wait a moment. Let me share my screen here. Okay, so here we go. Hi guys, this is Angela from Beijing Language and Culture University. We are from the Online Education College of BLCU. So firstly, I would like to have a brief introduction of our university. We are Beijing Language and Culture University. This university is also known as the mini United Nations. So it is the only university of its kind in China that specializes in offering Chinese language and culture courses to foreign students. And also in the area of teaching Chinese as a foreign language and the promotion of Chinese culture, BLCU have the longest history, the largest size, and the most well-qualified academic facility. So since its founding, the university has trained some 200,000 foreign students from 183 countries and regions. So that is about our college. We are the online education college. We are providing distance education programs for Chinese learners and the learners of other languages. So there are two divisions of the college, the Dominic division and the Chinese language divisions. The Dominic division focus on the degree programs and some training programs in China. And the Chinese language divisions focus on the online Chinese language programs and Chinese language teacher education programs. So here are some key facts of us. We have overseas learners from 60 countries and regions. Then next, I would like to talk about our teaching mood. We have basically three types of teaching mood. One is like self-paced individual learning by the coursewares online. And also we have online live sections like this picture here. Also, we have a blended mood, which blending self-paced courseware learning and online live sections together. So students need to study by themselves using the online coursewares, and also we will have the online live sections to solve the problem that students have while self-learning, and also give a opportunity for the students to practice their Chinese speaking and listening with Chinese teachers. So next is about our programs. We have three types of programs. One is Chinese language programs, including general Chinese, business Chinese, Chinese courses for kids, or tailor-made Chinese courses for individual students. And also we have Chinese language teacher training program, which is called ICTP. Also, we have Chinese culture programs. So I would like to introduce some of our programs here. First one is our small group Chinese classes. Here is an example picture of how the class is going. This program is designed for non-native speakers from the beginner's level to about HSK 4 level. So all of the classes are live online, and it takes 12 weeks long program, and the tuition fee is here. So here are the 8 levels that we have. Each level will take 12 weeks. Some of students may ask about if I already pass HSK 4, can I take the group classes? The answer is yes, you can take this. The level 8 is designed for students who have mastered HSK 4 and prepare for HSK 5. But if you already have HSK 5 level, then there won't be the group classes for you, you can apply for our one-on-one individual Chinese classes. This one-on-one Chinese classes is designed for speakers, for learning Chinese learners of all levels. All of the classes are online, live, and the tuition fee is here. And during this special period, we offer 2 free classes for each 30 classes you purchase. And also we have business Chinese. So if you have the needs of learning business Chinese course, you can also join us for the business Chinese courses. This course is a little bit different than the previous 2. For the teaching mode, we use the online flipped classroom. The course is also 12 weeks long. For this course, you need to preview the course, or like learning by yourself using the courseware. Here first, you can see. And then you need to do a homework before the live class each week. And then you bring your questions to the live class and also practice with your classmates and the teacher. And after each week's study, there will be a test, a quiz for this week. And after the 12th week of learning, there will be a final test. When you pass the final test, you can go to the next level. And here goes the tuition fee for 1 level of this business Chinese course. Next, I would like to introduce our international Chinese language teacher training program. This program is designed for Chinese teachers. So all of the courses are are online. You need to study the course videos by yourself, and also you need to do the online discussions with the classmates, and also you need to do some assignment, some work you need to do. All of the courses are online. And this course is taught by famous professors from our university. And here goes the courses of the International Chinese Language Teacher Program. This program have 2 packages. Each packages including 5 courses. Package A is from 1 to 5. It's language elements courses. Package B is from 6 to 10. It's comprehensive skill courses. So each package cost $1,250 US. Also, we have some Chinese culture courses. This is the Contemporary China and Chinese Culture course, which is also online, video classes and taught in English. This course is designed for people who are interested in China and Chinese culture. Maybe you are not able to speak Chinese, but you can also take this course to learn some Chinese culture. So here goes the lessons, the topics of this Chinese culture course. Also, we have some courses for kids. This is our Chinese culture and language course for foreign children and teenagers. Okay, so we have, since 2001, we have already 6,000 learners for 60 countries all over the world. the majority of the learners are located outside China. So all of our courses are online, so it's not affected by this coronavirus situation. So you can take all of our courses online. So here are some of the student feedback.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Thank you so much for sharing a lot of information about online Chinese course by BLCU.
Thank you, Nadia.
Thank you. Have a nice
Bye.
evening. Bye-bye.
Have a good night. Bye.
Have a good night too. So I would like to thank you all of the panelists for sharing the information about the university, about admissions, and about the procedures and programs and more information. So right now we are almost at the end of the online open day. So we would like to share you more about China Admissions because we are the one hosting this event, and we are sure that a lot of you have been asking these questions on the Q&A throughout the whole session about applying to the programs that you want to study in China. So we are using the time now to explain to you about it. So first of all, why using China Admissions is because the first one is we are free of charge. So we don't charge any service fee to help students apply to Chinese university. So it is 100% free for helping students to apply on a self-finance basis. All you need to do is to pay the application fee as required by the university. So application fee is required for, you need to pay the application fee because it's required to process your application as well as to apply for your visa form and send these documents later on when you are accepted to your home address. So you can apply for the visa at the Chinese embassy. So the second one is because China Admissions is a one platform for all. So as you can see, on today's presentation, we presented like 14 universities to present with you and share more information with you. But actually, we partner with over 100 of top Chinese universities. And then what makes it so simple to apply on our platform is that because you can search and apply to multiple universities in just one platform. So for example, if you want to apply to Zhejiang University of Technology, you want to apply to UNNC, you want to apply to XJTLU and others university, you can simply go to China Admissions website and then search all of the programs that you are applying for and then just apply online on one platform, on our platform. And the last one would be because of responsive. So our team is reachable anytime, and our average response time is about 9 hours, 10 minutes. So basically, you can reach us on our social medias, and you can also reach us on email and WhatsApp, and you can also schedule a one-on-one consultation call with us. So a little bit about the application process to Chinese universities. So how to complete the application. So first of all, you have to choose the program that you want to apply for, and then you have to apply online. And then you have to complete the online application, which I'll share after this in the next slides. And then you have to upload all the required documents. And lastly is to pay the application fee, and then the application is successfully submitted to us. So first of all, how to apply on China Admissions platform. So basically you can go to the link over here, apply.chinaadmissions.com/search, where it will lead you to this page over here. So in our page, in our platform, we display about 2,538 and more programs that you can apply that are offered by Chinese universities. So you can apply for a bachelor program, master program, non-degree program, PhD program, or even online programs offered by Chinese universities. And a lot of these programs are actually taught in English. So there is no need for you to have knowledge in Chinese language if you're applying to English taught programs. So first of all, let's take an example. If let's say we're applying to these MBA programs taught by CEEPS. So if you click on the program page over there, it will lead you to this page where it has like the full information of the programs, such as the application fee, application deadline, and you can also see the programs, the accommodation fees, and more information about these programs, like the required documents and stuff like that. And then after that, you can simply click the Apply Now button, which will lead you to this page, which is the page where you can like sign in if you already have an account, or you can create a new account so you can start with your online application. So it's very simple. All you need to do is your email address, your name, your last name, and to create a password, and choose your nationality over there. And after that, you can just simply complete the online application, fill in your personal information, upload the required documents. We will give you a list of the required documents that you need to upload. And remember, all the documents must be in either English or Chinese. Otherwise, it's not going to be accepted by the Chinese universities. And after that, you will see the application summary on the right side of the page, which has like the information about the programs you're applying and also your application ID. This is really important. So if you already apply, you can let us know your application ID so we can check it for you. And then it will also give you information about the application fee that you have to pay to complete your application. So after you completed everything, like the documents and then also the application fee payment, basically, your application is successfully submitted to China Admissions. So what happens next? What to do after the application submission? So after that, China Admissions will submit your application to the university after reviewing it. And then after submitting it to the university, we will wait for the university's decision whether it's going to be an acceptance or a rejection for you. And if you are accepted, then you will need to pay a deposit fee to the university. The amount is various. It ranges from like 800 or like 1,000 RMB to like the full amount of the tuition fee for that year. So it depends on the university regulation on this. And then after you completed the deposit fee payment, then the university will send out the visa form and also the admission notice to your home address. So after that, the students can apply for the visa at the Chinese embassy located in wherever you are at the moment. And then after getting the visa, you can simply fly to China and start your journey studying in China, obviously. So if you want to get more updates about our events, like we do have online events on a regular basis. For example, today we're having the Chinese Universities Open Day, and we are having more programs like Shanghai Xiaodong will be having the Preparing Foreign Business in China for the Next 10 Years seminar on Tuesday, and more others. You can just simply go to this page over here, chinaadmissions.com/online programs classes, where you can get more updates about the online programs that we held or our partners held. And then next up, if you want to get more updates about the situation in China, about admissions in China, MBBS admission, MBA admissions, and scholarship information, or like students' experiences, you can simply go to our blog, which is on the china-admissions.com/blog, where you can get more information and get more updates about what's happening in China and what's happening at the Chinese universities as well. And last but not least, thank you so much for joining today's session. I hope that you all will get like a lot of information from today's session. And again, I would like to share with you, if you want to search for the full program of like the complete list of the programs offered by the Chinese universities, you can simply go to our platform, which is on apply.china-admissions.com/search. And then you can also email us on apply@china-admissions.com, or add us on WhatsApp or contact us on Wechat as well. If you want to contact us on WhatsApp, you can simply go to this number, +8613241222181, or also follow us on our social medias, on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and others. And then for all the online courses or like online events that we held with our partners, they are normally going to be posted on our YouTube account, so make sure to subscribe to our YouTube account as well. I think that's the end of the today's online open day. I really hope that you get a lot of information from today's open day. So again, if you still have more questions about anything about studying in China, about admissions, or like even about ourselves, like about China admissions in general, please stay in touch and also contact us on email, WhatsApp, WeChat, or on our social media. Thank you so much for joining today's session. Have a nice evening or morning or afternoon, wherever you are. Thank you.